Hello, everybody. My name's Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role playing games with friends. This is the Intercontinental Group of Awesome in this huge Zoom call. 5 players in the game that we are doing our second session of Minimum Rage. Minimum Rage is a game that is using the Mutant Year Zero engine, same thing that you might know from Tales from the Loop, Things from the Flood, Mutant Year Zero itself, Coriolis. That is all from Free Lagan, aka Free League. They also have the new Alien RPG, which is pretty cool looking. This game uses that engine, but it's written by World Champ Game Co. Was released on Adam Voss's Patreon a couple of years ago. I just happened to have found it recently on Drive-Thru RPG. I have the PDF of it, and that's what we've been playing. We've decided to frame it in a 1990s semi-Americana style mall. As you can see the background behind us. In this mall, all the player characters in Minimum Rage are slackers who have to work 9-to-5 jobs that are minimum wage. They all work at this mall except for one of them. And there's spooky stuff that happens in and around their as yet loosely defined town. We have spent way more sweat equity on building up this made-up mall than the place that surrounds it. It is a international style mall because we've stuck in a few stores from other countries that I don't think have ever come to America, but that's kind of cool and exciting. I've learned about different shops that I would probably never visit because I'm not sure if I think all of them are still around, at least from what my little bits of research is. And so we ran character creation and the beginning of a mystery. The mystery had to do with overflowing toilets and something to do with possibly down in the sewers. Now, one thing that we've discovered, oh, that's very cool, Jan, is that, and we discovered this as we were poring over the mall a little bit before we started recording, is that there is a basement parking and loading level. And I say that specifically because that's probably where we're going to be opening our game session this time around, unless someone else has a different idea. But before we get into introducing characters, let me quickly discuss our safety tools. We have lines and veils. We have lines against sexual assault, sexual violence. We have a veil or a fade to black on sexual content. We have lines on harm to children and pandemics. We have a veil as well as please ask first before we have harm to animals. And then a line on slavery. So I bring that up. If anyone needs to add a line, like, oh, well, something happened, I really want to put a line on this or veil, I'll check back to that, but we will be writing forward with that. And then on top of that, we have the X card. So if there's any content that we introduce that is extremely bothersome for you, just say, hey, I need to X card that. Then we will excise it from our play. No fuss, no muss. We'll move on. We got 6 amazingly creative and talented and wonderful folks. We will find a way around anything that harms your fun. With all of that, we will go from right to left on the character keeper for introductions of characters, which means we get to start with the Dreamboat. Alex, please introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm Alex. I use he, him. And I'm playing Chad Robbins. He's the Dreamboat. He doesn't work at the mall, but at the end of the summer, he will have to take a job at his father's luxury car lot. He's one of the kind of, I think he's in the popular kid clique, but he kind of, he finds them a bit vapid and, up themselves. So he wants to hang with the cool kids. The actual cool kids. The ones who play vampire.
Yeah. The ones who fight weird stuff.
Yeah.
Because that is, Minimum Rage is like Clerks meets Buffy, in case I didn't cover that in our pitch. So cool. Anything else on Chad?
He comes with a car, but it's only 2-seater. It's red. An open top.
It's like all these like the notches on the like pros and cons. There's so many. Yes, the red ones do go faster. Thank you very much. Next, we have Jan. Please introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
Hi, I'm Jan. I use the he, him pronouns. I will be playing Rolf O'Neill, who also uses he, him pronouns. He is a stoner of the superhero class. Yes, class. Which is more of a physical type. So that means he gets talents like melee and guts, but he's also a friend. Gets to do stuff like if I do any physical actions, then I can immediately perform a second physical action. I can push.
That's right. We'll definitely, I'm sure you'll get pushed a little bit today.
And I have skateboard, also super important. Definitely a skater. Stoner.
Would we call that skateboard like a 2-seater, or is that just certainly a 1-seater?
What? I don't know what that means.
I was just doing a callback to the car being a 2-seater. It's all. It's dumb. Sweet. Thank you, Jan. Next, Jen, introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
All right. Hey, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns. I am playing Brooke Slater, the zinester artiste. She works at Goody's Music Shop. And is good at supporting other people, as well as making stuff. But other than that, she's not going to be our pinch hitter in combat, that's for sure. Her mom works at JCPenney, and Brooke gets rides from her. Brooke is also fairly good at remembering things like, I don't need to call an outside plumber because our mall actually has a maintenance guy.
Right, Abraham. Cool. Thank you, Jen. Next up is Sabine.
Hi, I'm Sabine. I use any pronouns. I'm going to play Echo Park, who uses she, her pronouns. Echo is a graphic novelist. Yeah, not a comic book artist or something. She's a graphic novelist, and in the 90s, that's a huge difference. She works at a pet hairdresser, pet grooming service called Spa. She doesn't like it, but well, yeah, you've got to make some money, I guess. She is apparently, she can copy spells if somebody casts them, but mostly she's pretty good with tech. So didn't come out, but she's got a PDA. So yeah.
Appreciate you pointing that out. This is going to be super important someday. Guaranteed. Last but not least, we have Tyler.
Hi there, I'm Tyler, he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Kyle Wolfweiler, who has tried to convince people to call him Wolf, and succeeded in a few cases. It was definitely a self-created nickname, which says a lot about him. He's a small, skinny guy, and he is the tabletopper class, and he is a DM or GM, depending on what game you're playing. He has his dice with him at all times in a bag that rattle off his hip. He is the stoner personality because, well, he likes to get high. He works at the movie theater at the AMC. He's not one of our toughest people either, though he does fit in with the group who are not a very tough group, honestly. Got a couple of bruisers, but he's on the weekend. He's fairly smart, but he's very savvy, quite a talker. He has a bit of strategy and deduction, but his real thing is that he can cast a spell. He has the mythic class talent, which he can polymorph himself. And let's see, he's got a special thing that if he fails, he can pick up dice and re-roll them equal to his savvy score. And that's him.
Right. So that's our crew. We pick up with the 5 of you trailed by Tiffany Black, unless, oh my God, the picture for Phil Dimitri Rodriguez tickles me. Well, let me ask, Rolf, have you tried to beg off or exclude Tiffany from following you guys to check out what's going on with all the toilets in the mall, the IGoA mall?
Sorry, I was checking out Dimitri's picture. I was a bit distracted.
It's AC Slater.
Yes.
We've got
What did you
stunt
say?
casting going on. I love it.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Sure. Have you, Rolf, when Tiffany was like, hey, I want to come along to checking out this potentially dangerous foray down into the lower levels of the IGoA mall to check out what is going on with the sewers? Because the plumber who came to AMC disappeared, so you realize there's probably something hinky going on. When Tiffany says, hey, I'll come along, what does Rolf do about that?
I think Rolf is definitely going to go like, it's just going to be smelly, and no, you really don't want to go there. Like, it's a sewer backing up.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's have you make a savvy roll to see if Rolf can talk her out of going along with you guys. I think friend can be here because you guys have been relatively friendly.
I guess it's. I think that I was
And if
going to say a friend was.
If you want to hit her with a skateboard, I'll let you bring that in. But
No.
there would be different results for the roll.
Wait, what was the? So I'm trying to remember how was the dice rolling.
So what we do, our die roller is roll dice for your friend roll dice with friends. Ugh. And the way that it works is you build your die pool of 6-sided dice. You'll add in your savvy.
Yes.
So you have a savvy of 3. Your
Yes.
friend is 1. And so you're going to roll 4 dice looking for a 6.
Yeah.
Don't think it's something where you could bring in your special.
No,
Does
nothing else.
anyone
I mean, I
want
was
to
already thinking that
help?
friend was pushing it a little bit, but I'm. I'm gonna No. Let's try again.
Okay, the dice not rolling for you?
No. And if I reload the page, I often get a bad gateway, and
Oh, great!
so
Bad gateway
I will
errors.
grab my good old. Wait, maybe now? Because
Yeah.
yes,
Suddenly dice
it did
appear.
work. My name didn't
well.
save, but it did work. So I got.
I'm getting
force a
bad
3 and a
gateway,
1.
so I trust you.
Shouldn't wait. One question: if you have a 3 in your savvy, wouldn't you roll 3 dice for that? I'm just trying to.
No,
figure
he's
out how
rolling
that
3
works.
for savvy, but he's also
I
bringing in
got
the
an
talent
extra
of
for
friend, so a
friend.
total of 4.
Yeah, because you just rolled 2 on this dice roller right now.
I can't see it because I'm getting a bad
Oh
gateway.
well,
still.
I got.
I can see his rolls. He got
I
4.
got 2 4s, 3 and a 1.
Oh, okay. So you're a Dallas dice roller now. Okay.
Yes, I
cool.
was.
Sorry.
Because I reloaded the page a few times. It's.
Okay, finally
Wait,
came
that's
through
no
for me.
successes. So I think she's gonna just tag along, isn't she?
Yeah, so now we have the 6 of you. As Tiffany says, that's fine. My uncle owns the sewers in that new
Owns the
development
sewers.
it's crazy. He said it's if you own the ground, you see. So I don't know. It's real estate.
Is that how it works? Ew.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard things about like you own some of the sky above your house and some of the.
Oh, he doesn't live there. No,
Oh,
no.
what?
It's like a housing development, and
It's more like a mafia. If you don't pay him the protection money, the sewers will overrun and you will get bad smells. Wait, is that what happened here? And I'm looking at Tiffany like accusatorily.
she looks at you like,
Anyway, guys,
So you're walking through the underground parking area. This is also the loading dock. It's underneath. This is, of course, we've established this as part of our mall because this is a great place for things to be spooky. I adore it.
is this where we're ditching Tiffany? Or we ditched her?
I mean,
just to be clear.
she failed the role to talk her out of it. So she's here in the underground area. If you want to ditch her, this is your first opportunity.
But I
And-
feel like ditching's probably something that leaves her here all by herself
Yeah.
and not something that leaves her up on the ground floor in the safe place.
Yeah.
And then, like she should have quit when she was in a good place, and she decided to come.
So you guys are down in this subterranean level, poured concrete, these huge columns, lots of parking, but it's for, the mall administration. It's for loading and unloading docks. And when you guys come down, the smell is not great. There's lots of like smoke because the diesel trucks and everything, they will idle as they're loading and unloading. So there's this permanent kind of smog smell. Because in the 90s, we were terrified of smog. So we're just pushing smog. In America, we were terrified of smog. We thought it was going to be like the next apocalypse. We really did. How would that work with subways? I don't even know. That's a great question.
Instead, it just contributed to the.
Yeah, it just made things a little worse, but it did. It was apocalypse only in that it changed our lives, but not really. So
And it still might. Come on, have a little faith.
And you see that there's one of those plastic triangles, caution, because right in front of the restroom where the truckers can go. But this is also where you can access the sewers very easily. So I assume you guys will be going down the ladder into the sewers.
Look,
Yep, I probably
are we going down? Like,
Wasn't there this
amongst the
club
stuff?
we wanted to check out?
isn't it like I don't know, levers or something we can just pull? We don't have to go down there, do we?
If somebody had to pull a lever, Abraham would have done it already.
Yeah.
Besides,
Are you scared, Chad?
It seems like it's sucking people down.
You know what's down there, right?
That's
I mean,
what
Gators.
It's the cold for gators.
I mean,
you
everyone
smell
knows there's
it
gators in
from.
the sewers, right?
I've heard that.
Yeah. See?
We don't even
Tiffany
have
knows.
gators here.
They're pets. See, they buy them as little ones, and when they're
Yes.
cute, they just
Oh.
flush them when they get too big, but not too
Okay,
big
guys,
to
you
flush.
really-
Wolf knows.
Those
Tiffany
cool.
knows. We all know gators in the sewers.
If you really want to know what's down there, it's
I really like
darkness
these
and wet
shoes.
stuff. I'm against this.
It's mostly.
Yeah.
And smelly
Yeah.
stuff.
Look, I'm going.
I mean,
Yeah, but how
I
are you
mean,
going to see
Rolf
down
goes
there?
down and then he shouts if there's anything that we need to come down to help him with, and we just,
Does
because it might
anyone
not turn out
have
to be
a
necessary.
flashlight?
Well, we could split up if some people want to go see there has to be a waterworks room for this place, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they don't just everything individually go down. And then, I mean, I'll go with you, Rolf.
Awesome. Wolf,
I'll protect.
knew I could
whoever's-
count on you.
I mean, the waterworks. Yeah, I can. I mean,
I think somebody said there was a club where some stuff was that we might have wanted to have
Yeah.
a look at. Couldn't we rather do that instead of going down there? I mean, sure, if you want to go, Rolf and Wolf, maybe you should. But
I mean, I think. I mean, if you don't mind, guys, don't mind squeezing in together. I can drive us there.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just check what these two guys are doing with the sewers. I wanted to go to the club, but I'm having an inner conflict here. I
And
don't
the
want to go
club-
with Chad. I want to go with Rolf, but
Remind me again. We know of our knowledge here. We know that at the AMC, the plumber went down the tubes. We figured out that this is citywide.
Well,
You've
at
had-
least
We've had
in the line
plumbers
from
disappear.
Right. Sorry.
yeah, what was the connection with the club again? I know that there was a club, and
because I
that
think
Echo
wasn't
wanted
it
to
on the
go.
line
I think we
from
called a random number downtown, and then it was like, "Hey, is the plumbing down for you guys?"
Yeah, oh yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I think,
And it
Brooke
was
just-
the club. So reminder of the club.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
connection for the club is that there was a small dive bar where Mal's team Gravel Dance, or her band Gravel Dance, were playing, and some weird guy
Right.
wearing a rubber suit ran
Right.
in and
Right.
disappeared in the men's restroom.
Yeah, okay. That was the connection. Right. Okay. I really don't want to go down there, but I mean, I don't want to.
Hey,
I don't.
you-
I really want to see what's going on. You know, I
you
feel
don't
that-
have to. You don't have to get your
I mean,
things wet.
I don't mind things getting wet.
I don't mind. I mean, we do have to go to the other place though, so
Yeah, no,
Don't we?
if you want to go clubbing, that's fine.
Guys, if we keep arguing, our lunch break's going to be over. How about this?
I'm off today, so
Weird.
Yeah, we're not opening the app today again. This
Yeah.
is,
So, listen, we've got 25 minutes. How about I do lookout? And Rolf, you take my pager. I'll buzz you if it looks like you're about to, get caught.
I've got a beeper.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh. It's
We
not
all
in your
do, I
character
think.
sheet, dude.
I was.
do we all have a beeper?
I thought we all
or-
had one.
now
I
does
thought we all
Chad
had one. Yeah.
have a car phone?
Yes.
And if so, how
you
big
have
is
like
it?
one of those bag phones.
Wow. Wow.
Stats
That's-
loaded.
That's weird.
It's like a brick that is in between the two car seats that you just
Right.
Yeah, it is absolutely not mobile.
zook.
We may have a few
just-
anachronistic things for humor.
Yeah.
So Brooke has a pager. We now have discovered that Rolf has a pager. Okay, stick it.
I thought everyone had one.
I'm fine. I mean,
I thought we talked about that everyone should
yeah, I
have one.
think-
I'm
or
okay
something.
with that. We'll just stick it in your items. That's a thing we may break when things get hinky.
Oh, maybe I have mine integrated
no,
into my PDA.
actually, it should be in items, which starts
Yeah.
on row 43.
Yeah, but I think I have mine integrated with my PDA.
That's so nerdy that it has to be
Yes.
true. Cool. So let's get a quick check-in here. We have some people who wanted to go to the downtown club.
May just be Chad.
It looked like Rolf was good with going down into the
I'm
sewers.
going down.
Yeah.
I mean-
Who is going?
Brooke will go to the club. And maybe Sabine can be lookout if we want to split the party. I was
Yeah.
sort of thinking
Yeah.
that we were
Tiffany.
going to.
Yeah, okay. I can maybe lookout. Lookout sounds lovely. I mean, yeah, I'd be a great lookout. I've got my PDA and I can pretend to work on that and
So
Nobody
Brooke and
will suspect
Chad are
anything.
going to the downtown club.
take Tiffany.
Or if Tiffany can be with you, Echo, and then that puts us 2-2-2.
Tiffany can go to the club with. I mean, she's Chad's friend, right? Isn't she? Aren't you?
Sure.
Or do you want to go down to the sewers?
Club sounds good. Have fun, Rolf.
Bye, Tiffany.
You too.
So Brooke, Chad, and Tiffany are headed to the club.
So
and-
there's like only one of the seed guys, so who?
He's like, can we squeak? Do you want to sit on my, or I sit on, or we just both share like one cheek on one? How do you want to do this?
Hold on.
Do you have a hatchback? Can somebody sit in your truck?
No, it's like a Fiero. I imagine it's like a little
Oh,
Fiero
Fiero.
kind of thing.
It's
It's like a
like-
2-seat.
I think it's like open top sports
Yeah.
car type thing. It's either
Yeah. So I think the coin flip says that I am sitting in Tiffany's lap.
Oh, cute. Sweet. So you guys ride along. Did we name? I feel bad. I did not write this down. If we did name the club.
don't think we had a name.
Okay, cool. Oh, nice pick for Officer Black. I'm into it. He looks very menacing. I love it. And you got the flat top, basically. That's awesome. You guys are amazing. Sweet. So what's a dive bar-y, paper over the windows, dim rock club kind of place? What do we think?
Max Bar.
Max Bar. Originally named after a guy named Max, but he sold it and they just kept the name because it was expensive to replace that light. And everybody already called it Max Bar anyway. You know, I think Echo doesn't like Tiffany too. Like, I get that. Somehow I picked that up. I'm intuitive. I get that Echo doesn't like Tiffany. Yeah, rock on.
You're very sensitive.
Sweet. So we will follow Chad and Brooke as you guys head downtown. And this rock club is not going to be open at this time on a Saturday. So knock on the door for a little bit, and eventually someone will come and open the door. Eyes are, what do you
Hi.
kids want?
Um,
It's a guy, bald on top, tufts of hair on the side. It's pulled into a ponytail because rock on, leather vest and t-shirt. I'm gonna say L7, an L7 t-shirt, and yeah, he's got worn, stonewashed jeans. And he looks at you guys.
Hi. Me and my friends were hoping we could. I'm like gesturing to them to like fill in. This feels like difficult work for Chad.
Tiffany will slink behind Brooke because this seems like
We
lying, and she's not great at that.
lost
Ah.
something.
Yeah, no, I'll step forward and say, hey, I'm friends with Mallory of Gravel Dance, and I was just wondering if you've seen a stray effects pedal. She mentioned that her guitarist is complaining about missing it. She's got to work today, so she sent me out to help.
Oh, that's a good excuse. Let's see if you can roll a little bit of savvy here. Convince him to let you in, even though the place is closed.
Yep.
Just was there any like help mechanics and like
That's a
helping
great
out?
question.
Can't remember.
I don't think there is, but I
Okay.
want to
There
make
is.
some. So I like the idea of you guys helping each other out.
Line 25, column A.
Oh, there is. Yay. There are rules. 25. If any other players are assisting you in the task, you can get one more die except in combat. If you're trying to reach up to a ledge, yeah, it just looks like you get another die. So
Cool.
sweet.
So I'm rolling 5 dice.
Like we can look ourselves. We just need a few minutes, so you're not like taking your time. You seem busy.
Smells like shenanigans, kid. We'll see how the
Right.
roll goes.
All right. Well,
Die roll or fail for you?
die roller is weird for me, so I'm gonna break out the old cup. Oh wait,
One
We're looking for
extra.
6s. 1 6 means you do it. Extra 6s mean extra good stuff. 1s mean the situation gets worse.
All right, a 6 and 2 1s.
That's awesome. He says, yeah, 5 minutes. If you can't find it, then, you woke me up. Come on in, kids.
Okay, sorry about that.
Shut the door, lock it behind you. Place smells like beer and old peanuts. There are tons of stains on the wooden floor. There's a level that's a little bit higher where there are a few booths and tables. Well, not booths, just tables, and the carpet there is seen many, many, many better days. You can see the pathway of people where they've trod upon it, and sure enough, you see the little area where Gravel Dance was probably playing last night. You can fake that you're looking around for the pedal if you would like.
Yeah, as we approach, I like bump into Chad and I'm like, go to the bathroom.
I need to go to the bathroom. Which way is it, sir?
It's in the back.
Thanks. And I kind of like little look to Brooke, like, okay, I'm going to the bathroom.
I do too. Tiffany says, thinking that will help, and she will go. Is there girls and boys? He says, yeah. It's right beside it. So the two
And
of
I
you,
will engage in the theater required.
the theater required. Nice. He says, so you're friends with Mal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, her
I mean,
band did
she's
all
my-
right.
Yeah.
They kind of ditched on me last night, though.
Really? What happened?
Some weird guy came running in, and a bunch of people freaked out. It wasn't that big a deal. You see all kinds,
I mean, why would they all freak out from one guy? Did he do something?
Well, he looked kind of funny, and then he basically played a little cat and mouse, like pretend he ran in the bathroom, went out the back or something. I don't know. Streaker. Weirdos.
Was he naked?
I mean, yeah, but no. I think he was, like creature from the Black Lagoon kind of thing. That kind of thing. Weird. It was weird. So we cut to Chad as you push open the men's door and reach around to flick on the light and it doesn't come on. You just have a shaft of light from this dim place into the bathroom.
Do you mind just holding the door open while I just have a little look around, Tiff?
I thought I was supposed to be going to the other bathroom. We don't know which bathroom he went in. Yeah, sure, I'll hold the door open. That's fine.
I'm like still unsure what her take on this whole thing is. I start looking through the stalls. Just like, I think first just giving a little, just look underneath a little bit and then like take off the thingamajig on top of the toilet.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you go back behind one of the toilets, two stalls.
That doesn't need to know the names of these things.
Two stalls and a urinal. You go to lift the lid off the back of the toilet, and reminder, we have ones. So that is when the hand reaches up from the toilet and grabs your leg. And of course we have that like weird, it's like this weird striated thing on its arm, and it just grabs your leg and starts to pull you. And we get a quick reaction shot from Chad before we cut away.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
So we would jump straight to Wolf, Echo, and Rolf. Rolf was intent on going down into the sewers. I don't know what Wolf's intent.
I was going with him.
And Echo is the lookout.
Yeah, I'm lookout because apparently you're not supposed to go down there, which I don't care about because whatever. Who are they to tell us where to go? But I guess I'm not too hard into going into smelly sewers as well. So I'll stay here. You have my number. You can page me stuff. I can page you stuff, and maybe I can look at the like at the valves and stuff like that. Figure out what the technical issue here might be actually, because I mean there has to be something gone wrong here.
So Echo's just kind of meandering around on the main level and ends up in the maintenance room trying to figure things out until Abraham comes in and says, "What are you doing here?"
No, I'm on the lookout. I've got to stay here, but I still
Okay,
got
you're
to
staying
I
near
can't
the
sit.
entrance to the sewer.
Yeah.
Sweet. So let's say that there's one flashlight between the two of you.
Well, I would have one because I'm an usher at a movie theater. I
Bam!
wouldn't normally
That's
have it,
what I want to hear
but
about.
since I'm at work,
Love it. I love it. That is the best. So you guys head down the ladder. There's this walkway, and of course, there's this brackish river of water. Is foul smelling as all get out. And you guys are walking along for a little bit. And Rolf, you're walking ahead, and all of a sudden you see just hovering in midair is a diamond ring. You see it because Wolf's light like flashes through and you catch just a little bit, and it's just hovering in midair.
Like Rolf will probably stop and go like, "The heck is that?"
I'll kind of try and shine the light up to catch it.
Sure enough, you see there's like this diamond ring that's floating. Then you see there's like a sock. And you see, I had another idea, but I'm not sticking there because of our lines and veils. So you see like a sock, and you see there's a few pencils, and they're just hovering in midair.
I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I am a table topper. I
Are
am
you?
a GM.
Are you?
I immediately say, "Holy fuck, it's a gelatinous cube."
Like, those things aren't real, man.
I'll pull out a penny and throw it at it.
Oh, nice. So you throw the penny at it, and we see, we've had 90s TV effects and everything, but the thing when it hits it, you see it from the light, it like ripples a little bit, and then it doesn't drop. It just kind of slurps, and you see this little bubbly thing from where it has entered.
I think that's the point where Rolf just goes like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Gelatinous cube, dude.
Oh, fuck, you were right. I thought it was like, when we were going down here, I was expecting like, Nosferatu shits, but okay, yeah, sure. D&D it is.
It's an old school sewer.
Just be thankful you're fighting sewer rats. But anyway, all right. So you hear a slurping sound, and you think it's gotten closer because all the things inside it have moved a little bit, but it's so nearly transparent.
We don't want to get too close, but I mean,
how do we fight this? Like,
what
what is it, like slashing, bludgeoning? I don't
Fire.
remember how these.
Fire, but we don't want to use bludgeoning. I know that.
Okay. Look,
So
I've just got my skateboard here. And...
Slap. Echo up top. You hear the echo of Wolf going, "It's a gelatinous cube." I'm not sure if that means anything to Echo.
I think that means anything to, yeah, sure. Before she went into vampire, she played a really shitty D&D, and once she was eaten by a gelatinous cube, so she will page over, like, be damn careful. They eat anything. They're not picky. And I'm glad that I'm up there. because I mean, also I'm curious. I've never seen a gelatinous cube. Damn, in our conflict again. Oh, I'm going down and look at it. I want to
Yes.
look at it.
You passed. You go down. So you start coming down the ladder. I'm wondering if Wolf is starting to head up the ladder. Anyway, you guys see Echo coming down.
I want to see that. Gelatinous cube, are you fucking serious?
Look.
It's moved about 6 feet.
I
Oh.
actually
Time that
can't
Echo
tell
heard
if it's a
Wow.
cube or like a circle or I don't know.
I mean, maybe we can probably figure that out, right?
It's moving pretty quick here.
Okay. Is there any water or anything here?
Oh
Any
yeah, there's
fluids?
this slow moving river of brackish water,
Look,
foul smelling water.
Fuck it, I'm gonna hit it with my skateboard.
Oh,
Sweet.
Wait hey,
Splorp.
Rolf, wait, oh gosh.
And
Damn
it like sticks in
Yeah,
and stays there, and
You've-
it's got a good grip, and it starts moving forward towards
no.
you.
you've
give me
never played D&D, right?
Give me a hearty roll to retrieve your skateboard. You get to use the skateboard.
All right. So hard T, and that's melee, I guess. So and skateboard, so that's 6
Yeah,
dice, I
you got
guess.
so many dice. This is gonna be great.
Is it though? That's 1 6 and 2 1s. This is how we roll.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay.
I think I lose my skateboard.
Well, I mean, you got a
made a
6,
roll.
which
You made
means
the roll.
that you do pull it forward. Here's what happens: you start to yank, and then you get yanked forward and into it, and so you frantically start to pull, but this stuff is burning your skin, and so you are going to take a stress. Actually,
Ooh, my first
yeah,
stress.
you're gonna take your first stress. You can eat it as stress, or you can move it to a condition, which means that
Oh.
you.
Right. What were the conditions things again?
Oh, they're in a drop down.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
And it's also I unhid the data tab, so the conditions are tired,
I mean,
fractured, burnt.
I'm gonna be
Use this
smelly
to-
from this. Yeah, that seems fair.
Totally, yes. Sewer gelatinous cube thing. Yeah, you're smelly. -1 savvy. So do keep in mind that you now have a -1 on your savvy. So I'm just going to highlight your savvy just to remind us of that.
Yep.
I should have frozen panes. Dang it.
There's no auto.
So Rolf gets eaten by the gelatinous cube, right? That's not great. I think that Echo's maybe a smoker.
I mean, that seems about right.
Yeah, so she will pull out her lighter and light a cigarette, and then try to, I don't know, maybe burn the gelatinous cube with it. Like,
Nice. Cool. So
I mean,
you
they're susceptible to fire. Everyone knows that, right?
I have to know, Echo, is this a regular filtered like a regular cigarette? Is this an unfiltered hand-rolled cigarette? Is this a clove cigarette? This is important.
It's totally a clove cigarette, I guess.
So 90s. Love it. So it's like this jet black clove cigarette, right? And you like kind of
Yeah.
and it does that crackling sound that a clove cigarette does, and we see the little light in there, and you fling it forward. I gotta see this attack here. So
That's an attack. Okay.
yeah, why not?
Okay, because I'm terrible at it. So yeah, okay. Okay, I've got 2 in hardy. Can we maybe this was clever? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clever. You know what to do. So let's clever
Roll
will work
3
for me.
dice.
All
Lovely.
right.
Oh wow, I've got 2 4s and a 2, so it's not great.
Nice. Sweet. So you fling that clove, and it hits, and you see the thing going to burble a little bit. You hear a noise, but then a pseudopod starts to come out, like stretching, and you can actually see it moving through the dim shadows. And you've got Wolf's flashlight as it's starting to come towards you. What do you do, Echo? I think this thing's coming at you. I think it's pretty stressful. I think I think you're
Yeah,
going to take a stress here.
that's very stressful. Yeah, I think I'm going to stumble back a little and well, I guess yeah, I'm not making a squeaking noise or anything, but I'm scrambling back and I'm looking frightened because this is I mean, gelatinous cube, yeah, right? I get my character killed. It was one of my first character got
Oh,
killed
that's
by
right. You're
gelatinous
thinking
cube.
back to Blackleaf.
Yeah, that exactly.
That was for Tyler.
exactly.
I'm glad Tyler got that. You got it
Um,
too, Sweet. Awesome. That was my bad joke of the day. I only have
Oh,
one.
What do you have?
Deep,
Okay.
It's a deep cut.
Okay. I'll still say that my character was named Blackleaf. I don't know what that means, but it seems kind of right that it was an elf.
Okay, cool. So do you want to eat that as one stress or do you want to take a condition to?
I think for now, stress seems fine. I've got enough of that.
Oh, sure. You're fine. Good deal. Yeah, so that pseudopod is coming towards you. It's just this like tentacle of globbiness that is coming for you, Echo. Wolf is going right over your head and just kind of going towards the thing that burned it.
First off, is Rolf still attached to the cube?
He has pulled himself out, but you've lost all your arm hair. We did a clever thing where we like cut the scene and then we actually shaved the actor's arms
Nice.
and came back and then put like a little bit of, like spirit gum and some like fake fleshy stuff to show your burns, but you're good. It's cosmetic. In a few scenes, it won't even be there. You'll just still have, hairless arms. But show off your muscles. So, it's a win-win.
Guys, back up. We can drop shit on the thing. We just gotta get up. Fall back.
I'm sold. I will go up, dropping shit on the thing. There's a fire extinguisher up. There's a fire extinguisher up. Maybe it helps. It's chemicals.
All right, so who wants to lead this with the other two helping as you guys all three try to rush up the ladder before this thing moves in to capture someone else with the pseudopods or its big gelatinous body?
I think that Wolf should do the lead.
I think Wolf or Rolf? Who do you think?
Oh, Wolf. He shouted, "Get up."
That's true. He's the commander. All right. But you guys are helping him, right? If you're willing to accept consequences. Great. So let's go ahead and build your roll there, Wolf.
Is this hardy, or I imagine?
I think so.
Strategy,
okay, that's very hardy.
Strategy may apply, I would think.
Absolutely.
All right. And then someone helping me?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think they both are.
Okay. Does that get me 2 dice or just 1? 2 dice.
That's a great question. It's not clear. It just says if any players,
Gotcha.
you can get 1 more die. So 1 die.
All right. Let's see if this thing will roll my dice.
4 dice.
And no, it won't.
It won't roll your dice?
No.
Sucks.
Yeah.
I'm getting bad gateway too. All right. When you want to jump to a roll for your party?
Oh, there it is.
Really?
I see it now.
This website sucks.
What'd I roll?
You rolled a 4, a 1, a 3, and a 2.
Oh, that's
very terrible.
Well, hold on.
I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't say anything. No, they're not there.
You have a special
they're
though. Don't forget your special.
I do have a special. So I will pull all 4 of them back and roll again.
Good call, because you have a 4 in savvy. We'll check that checkbox on that one. Good job.
Did it roll that time?
I mean, it might.
I keep getting the.
I'm getting bad gateway too.
It's like it took a while for the previous one. Okay, this is like I'm gonna say that's rolled.
I'd rather roll elsewhere. I think.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe.
Lightly moving swine. Roll for your party. I'm gonna stick it in.
Yeah. Much
lightly moving swine is so yeah.
I mean, it seems appropriate, right?
Very delicate.
Right.
All right.
Dang it, roll dice for friends. You had chance. Roll dice with friends. You had your chance. We gave you a chance. We gave you 2 weeks in a row.
You were the chosen one.
And then
so sad.
All right. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Great.
You're supposed to roll better.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I mean,
Thank you.
roll better, right? So here's the deal. Wolf, you get to choose who's the last one up the ladder.
I hate to say it, but it's probably Rolf. I mean, let's
Yeah,
be honest. He
it
would
makes
be
sense.
lifting us out.
Awesome. So, Wolf, you will take a stress because you're freaking out trying to get these guys out of here. Rolf, it turns out that your skateboard is broken.
Yeah, that makes sense. God damn it.
And you guys are able to clamber up out of the sewer. For now, you smell terrible, but you have gotten away from the gelatinous cube thing.
Wait.
We cut. Oh, sorry.
Just do I take a stress and I have a broken skateboard, or is it one of the other?
No, I broke your skateboard. That was the
Instead of
consequence of you
stress.
being the
Yeah.
last up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair. Yeah.
So we will jump back to the Chad has been grabbed by the monster in the toilet, and it starts kind of grabbing you. And I'm gonna say you're taking a stress. I mean, this seems pretty stressful. I would be stressed. Oh, need to, Mike.
Yeah, I think Rolf had the right idea. It's
Gonna be
toilet
confused.
water everywhere. It's splashing.
So the good news is, when this happens to you, Tiffany screams. She will be a future scream queen because it is ear-piercingly loud. Brooke, you will immediately hear this, as will Guy with Ponytail. And he'll be like, what the hell? And he's going to run to try to get a bat from behind the counter, like the bar counter.
And I imagine this is in like stalls.
Yeah, you
I'm
like
quite
pushed open
cramped
a
in.
stall.
Yeah, I think I put like a wedge. What did it grab, my arm or leg?
Leg. He grabbed you like
Leg.
right by your
Were
thigh.
you
and he's
using
got
your
in
leg to
pants.
explore the tank? Come on.
Right. It's Chad. Don't overestimate.
I guess.
Or underestimate.
Bless him. So yeah, I will grab one of the like this is me trying to be like, what part of the apparatus does this cable actually go to? But like there are those thick, like braided, cover insulated cables in music stage setups, and I'm not sure if they're for speakers or for what, but like
They
grab a cord. It's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
I grab a big cord and I run towards the back.
I think I've got like my back against the one side of the stall and the foot that isn't grabbed up against the wall of the other one. Like then I'm trying to yank at this hand.
Sweet. Let's go ahead and have you make a hearty roll in order to try to free
-1
yourself.
because I think this is probably dealing with gross stuff.
It's totally dealing with gross stuff.
I
Your personality comes to haunt you.
I mean, I thought I didn't go in the sewers to avoid the gross stuff, and
that's the
can't
one.
get away from it.
So -1
3.
has to be -1 die, otherwise you can't roll a success.
Yeah, it's -1 die.
So is it a hearty roll, you said?
It is a hearty roll.
So that would be 4, but -1. But I'm trying to escape this thing.
Yeah, you are trying to escape.
So 4.
Absolutely trying to escape its grasp.
I'll just roll the 1-0 out. 1.
A 1 and a 6. I love it.
1, 4,
that's
5, 6.
awesome. So here's what happens. You wrench your leg free, but in doing so, the hand had grasped your pants pocket and rips it, and your keys fall into the bowl to your awesome sports car. But you're free. And the hand is like reaching around. Sorry. Hand is reaching around the bowl looking for you. Brooke, you see this as Chad ripped pants. As he stepped back and there's a bunch of water all over him. He still looks cute. It's got the hair. It's just
I run my hand through my luscious
Yeah,
hair.
his hair is
and-
still perfect. Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, and of course I see all the water. I'm like, oh God.
I'm just, it's oh. I just like look at her, just like the pain. Do you understand the pain? It's like toilet water is all over me.
Yeah, that was my morning. Suck it up, Freddie.
And the hand starts to go down.
I like tie a slip knot in the cord
Nice.
and toss it into the bowl.
You're gonna try to lasso the arm?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. There's a part of me that like feels like Hardy is what's supposed to be for that stuff, but of course there's also a part of me that wants to use Brainy for aiming things, but it doesn't. Like Brainy Scorer can act quickly under pressure, dodging a rival's attack, making decisions quickly in the face of danger. Hardy is fighting the effects of poison.
I mean, there's getting it
resistance to gross
attached
stuff.
to the arm, and then there's pulling it out.
Right.
Right.
So I think
Those
it's,
are maybe
I'm going to
two
stick
different-
with Hardy. I just wanted to talk through that real quickly.
Oh,
You guys are comfy with that? Does that feel right to you? All right.
okay.
So it's a hearty roll.
All right. I feel like this leverages my ability to create.
Absolutely. You create a lasso. This is so good.
And yeah. And am I getting help in any way, or what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh,
Chad, you got to help her or just get out of the way. You got to fix your
I'll-
hair. All right.
That was just a momentary, just for the camera. And
Yeah, yeah.
I'll grab the cable as well.
Love it.
And
Okay. Cool. Well,
like at least
I
give her a
feel like
chance
I
maybe
have to
tie
take
it off or
-1.
something.
because I'm dealing with something that's wet.
I forgot about your wet
We
thing.
are-
Yeah, I'm
we are
fucked for
not a
this
good team for
whole
this.
adventure. The entire thing.
It was just
We are the perfect team, aren't we?
Yep. Yep.
It's
So
wet and gross.
so that's 4 dice.
Sorry. I didn't realize how genius I was.
All right, 2 6s and a 1.
Not bad.
6s and a
I mean,
1.
Is
It's
that
awesome.
with the
So
one I threw?
And and a 4, which doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
cool. So let's pause for a second. Everybody who's rolled a 6, you're supposed to have gotten yourself an advancement point. I say that because it says you get to mark 2 points on your character sheet, not just 1 per extra success. Oh, wait. Okay, so wait. So advancement points under extraordinary action, which is
Only
six
extra
times.
6
So,
shreds.
so it looks like,
hmm.
So
So
extra
when you
sixes
roll more than
we
one
get.
6, you did a really good job. You get to choose from a few. Okay, so it's a little confusing. To me, it sounds like it wants to say, so you get, let me read it, and then let us make sure that we all are on the same. You get to mark advancement points. You buy this with extraordinary success, rolling more than 1 6. You get to mark 2 points on your character sheet, not 1 per extra success, just 2 total. Hey, they add up in the long run. Don't be petty about this. So that's one of the things, if you, with the 2 6s, you could have marked. For some reason, I was reading that originally as saying that you're supposed to get advancement points for succeeding at things. But it's
No, you get to choose. Either you're extra good at it,
Ah,
you get to be. Well, you get to do an authority warp.
it's just basically same as you get in
Yes.
narration. That's
Yes.
all that means is you get.
You get to
narration.
heal, or you get to advance.
If you do extra good, you get to play a role-playing game. You heal or you
Yes.
don't.
So what do you want to do with your double 6?
I want
Fancy.
extra good.
All right, sweet. So you try to dodge the Mentor's ox, and not only to get out of the way in time, but that axe is stuck in the sidewalk. Awesome. So you lasso this thing around, and so you did extra good, but the situation gets worse. Yeah, you pull it, and the arm is stuck. But the thing that gets worse is that now, how are you going to handle getting the keys? But yes, you're able to like wrench it with you and Chad working together. You have a hold of this thing. Maybe you tie it around the outside of the stall. Tiffany at this point has stopped screaming, and the bar owner comes in with the bat, and he is going to try to break that arm because he's just on instinct. What do you do?
Whoa. We can explain this.
I know what that arm is. It's that son of a gun that came here last night.
If you break his arm, he might get away.
Yeah.
How's he even in there?
Contortionist?
I don't fucking know.
Kids are nothing but trouble.
Look, my keys are in there. We need...
Yeah, well, you know how expensive those toilets are, son.
Have you seen my car?
I literally have not.
Fair. Let's... And... am I the only one? And I'm like holding...
Meanwhile, the arm's like kind of wrenching against the guitar cord. Tiffany's just in the hallway, kind of wigging out. My God, I can't believe that. Like, that is the grossest arm. And I'm like, oh God, I just...
It's nothing. It's
It's just swamp gas refracting off the light from Venus. Yeah. Come on.
what she said.
It's like, I need to go. I'm going to go outside for a breath of fresh air. Okay, guys.
You
You
do
want me to
that.
call the cops? I could call the cops. I'll call the cops. My
Do
dad.
not call the cops. They
don't-
don't know how to deal with this.
You
And we do.
just get fresh air. You clear your head. The gas. You'll be fine.
Clop, 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 clop. That's all the
They
excuses.
don't know how to deal with this, and they have guns, and they'll get mad about not being able to deal with it, and they'll arrest us. That's the whole deal.
Not wrong. The guy says, I appreciate you not calling the fuzz. How are we going to get your keys back? And what the hell are we going to do about this arm? I can't open up the club tonight if we've got some dude stuck in a freaking toilet.
I mean, count to 3 and pull.
Let's. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best I got. Because
So-
otherwise, like, if we want to keep him from getting away, we'd have to stop up this toilet's path to the sewer. And I don't know where to go or how to do that.
And then we just jump on him.
I mean, what's your name, man?
Oh, Tay, what's up?
Teddy's got a baseball bat, so
Yeah, I do. I played
I feel like
single A ball back in the day. Slap, slap. Yeah, I got a bum knee though.
it sucks, bro.
Yeah,
All right. All right. I just take up a bit of the cord.
Yeah.
In fact, I hang out near the rope and I say, you guys stay in front as lead. I'll be in the back and get this knot untied. We give it our all?
On 3.
Right. 1, untying. 2, 3. Big shout.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like Chad is doing this, right? You're the hearty one,
Yeah.
but you're getting some help. So you'll get an extra die. This is gross. That is super gross. You are pulling a being out of a toilet. Yeah. So that's going to be a -1 die.
I don't see resourceful being. No, that doesn't. I think so. It's just a straight 4 then.
Maybe this is an
Because of the-
escape.
No, this is bringing it to us. This doesn't feel like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I think
I
that thought is going through Chad's head. It's like, yeah, we get pull the monster out of the toilet into the enclosed space with us, but
I love that in the
Brooke
frantic
seems to
moment,
know
it's
what she's
just
doing.
now processing through his head. When he
yeah,
narrates.
this is like, yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so you're rolling a
1,
total
2, 4,
of
5.
well, you're -1 die because it's gross, right?
Yeah, and I rolled,
So you're 4.
and
Oh, that you were telling me the results.
yeah, 1, 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, so you work together, the three of you work together, you wrench this thing out, and I'll quickly show you a picture of what this thing looks like for those who haven't already imagined what it might look like in your head.
I'm assuming it's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
I
like that
literally
thing.
thought that, like, when I mentioned it,
Oh.
I mean, you hear this like slurping sound, and
That is way not what I thought it looked like. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
good. Yeah.
Ugh.
So this thing comes
the
out.
fluke man.
Yeah, it's totally fluke, man. It comes out of the toilet, like its head comes. It should not fit in here, but somehow it is coming out of the toilet. You're yanking it by its arm, and it starts slurping and crawling forward. And you see, it has in its mouth, like hanging off one of those teeth, it's your key ring.
No, I'm just scrambling back and like kicking out with my feet on the floor.
Tiffany is screaming again. And I think that Teddy is going to come forward and like take his first swipe. And he thwacks Fluke Man in the head, and its head like lolls over to the side, rubbery. It didn't crack right. And then it reaches for him, and he screams and kind of scampers back, drops his bat, and starts limp running away. Brooke, you and Chad and a bat and this Fluke Man with Chad's keys. What do you do, Brooke?
I mean, if the cord's still tight around its arm, I'm gonna, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna choke it around a stall. I'll like go into the second stall and like wrap a bit around the footing of the stall, the pipe that goes into the floor, right?
Yeah.
To set that. And I'll just lean hard on it to try and limit our gross Fluke Man's mobility and make it easier to fight him.
And I see in chat someone's been playing some Witcher, and that definitely looks like a drowner to them. I just Googled drowner, and yeah, it could totally be a drowner as well. These things are nasty. Yeah, so you're...
Oh, God. I have a great idea, but I'm going to toss it into chat. I don't know if it's actually great.
Chad, it looks like Brooke is trying to kind of lasso corral this thing to keep it from escaping. Tiffany is about to close the door on you guys, which, by the way, the lights don't work. Just a heads up, that would be a bad thing. Oh wait, Tiffany's outside. She wouldn't have come back. Yeah. Sorry. So let me pull that back out. That is a hilarious, great idea. The bat is laying on the ground. You see it like Louisville Slugger. It's got a few like grooves notched into it and a hash mark where he's kept track of something long ago with the bat. What do you do, Chad?
I resourcefully grab for the baseball bat.
All right. You get an item, baseball bat. What do you want to do with that baseball bat?
I want to just whack, like straight away, smack it across the face.
All right. That sounds like a hearty roll. And I do think you're going to take a stress regardless of trying to potentially beat to death this horrific monster that is trying to eat you. So let's see how this goes.
I'm willing to risk the bat.
I'm going to take that stress for Chad.
Oh,
nice. It's your special, isn't it? Oh, weird.
So, yeah.
May take a -1 to a test on your turn to give another player +1 on their turn. That's cool.
Yeah, it's my class talent that I'm using, but...
Oh, the fanfic. Awesome. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the community thing. I apologize. Sweet.
I'm confused and smelly, but that won't do any minuses.
Nope, those are all...
the car, so that, the bat, so that gives me a +1.
Yep.
Dice. Am I being resourceful at grabbing a
I think
weapon,
so.
or-
Grabbing the bat that was left
He's got.
for you.
I've got 2 ticks on that. Does that count as then 2 extra
It's a
dice?
+2. It's +2 dice. Yes.
So that's 7, but -1 for the
Gross.
gross.
So
So
6. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I need to add a couple of dice. I'm not counting those numbers. I'll just now roll. 1 6, but no ones.
Oh, that is exactly what you need. So, sorry, I just want to stick him in the NPCs tab because that tickles me. The idea of him just being a guy in there every once in a while. Oh, there's Muffy. There's Danny. There's Fluke Man. Sweet. So you thwack it.
Yeah.
You hit it hard enough to where it
I think-
stops moving.
Yeah,
And
I think like the way I'm scrambling back, it's like one-handed, like, but still,
Oh,
he's got some-
nice. I love it. You like thwack it across the head, and the keys skitter across the tile floor and slam against the wall. And they don't crack or anything. It's just like sound effect, right? We have a
Yeah.
cool camera zoom in on the action shot of the keys slamming, and the Fluke Man stops moving. You're not sure what that means, but it's not trying to grab at you and not trying to wriggle away from Brooke.
Brooke, tie it up. Just pull.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay. No, I'm not doing a die roll on
Yeah.
that. We'll
Yeah.
jump away from you guys, securing the monster, as it were. Back to Echo, Rolf, Tyler, all of you winded, wet, not looking great. And that's when Abraham walks over. You kids all right? Did you go? You should not go into the sewers. There are gators down there, kids.
It's too cold for gators, but there's something down there.
All right, I'll take care of it. And he goes over and
No, Abraham, no. Look, man, there is something down there. You'll get hurt. We need like fire.
I'm getting the fire extinguisher while
That's the
Wolf.
opposite of fire.
So I was yeah, he's not wrong. I was reading this National Geographic about methane gas. I don't know, kids. It's not a great idea.
Wait,
it's not wrong. Let's see what this does. It's chemicals, right?
That is
it's
exactly why I was kicked out of community college. That exact statement, Echo.
Well, there's something down there. I mean, this is a fire extinguisher. They're pretty safe if you're not a gator, right?
it's
Pretty
not a gator.
expensive too. Maybe
What am I? You go and tell them what it is, right? And I'm going
I'm
to
gonna
extinguish it.
I'm going to try and shine down the light to see how much closer it's moved to.
oh yeah, you see that diamond ring is directly underneath the
Right.
ladder. Sorry, I started to say stairs and I knew it wasn't stairs.
Right.
The ladder.
I
It's,
wonder.
it's right there.
Okay. You know what? I'll try the extinguisher first, and then if that doesn't work, we'll do something with the electricity here. We'll electrocute it. That will work. I'm pretty sure it will.
Okay.
First, let's try the extinguisher, like spray it, because at least that should have the advantage that we can then see it, right? So either the chemicals will react with it adversely, or at least we can see it. It's a win-win. Nothing can go wrong here.
What if it's the chemicals react with its positive? Like, I didn't do chem class very well. Okay, but
So
what if
theoretically, it could get worse, right? Yeah.
yes, that.
Yes, it could be. It could be act as a nutrient, I guess, and make it larger. But I don't know.
That seems like a bad idea.
Oh, come on.
It's maybe you guys should go back to work. I think your lunch break might be over.
Is he looking down this thing?
Yeah, he doesn't know what to think of it. He says, "Is that a wedding ring?"
Don't
Or-
touch
I'm
it.
spraying at it with the fire extinguisher. They,
Okay.
I don't know what kind of there usually comes is foam. What comes out of it, right? I don't know.
Sweet. So, and it kind of bounces off of the surface, and that's where you're able to see the outline of this thing as it started to slowly come up, starting to push its way up the ladder. But yeah, it does not look like the fire extinguisher is having the desired effect.
I
Well,
look
it just-
around. Do I see newspapers or cloth or anything?
Oh yeah, you know what? There's some like packing materials that were thrown off to the side during one of the unloadings of some furniture for the furniture store up on ground level.
Cool.
See,
I'm
I
gonna
said
run.
ground level, Jan. Does that make you happy?
Of course, this is the basement.
Yeah, I know, but they were bringing stuff in for the ground level
Ooh.
furniture store. I was trying to use your terminology, like not first level, but like ground. Sorry, I'm just trying to get European here. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, all right. So you see, there are some like blankets and some other accelerant materials, if that's what
I'm gonna run to one of those blankets, and as I'm grabbing it, I'm kind of like ripping to try and open up whatever it's got, like threads to make it a little frayed or whatever. And I pull out my lighter because I am a stoner. I always have a lighter, and we'll light that frayed end, and hopefully it's an old rug, carpet, blanket thing, so that as it starts burning, I'm going to kind of fan, throw it at it.
Ooh, nasty. Let's see if you do that quick enough to actually impact it before it started to come up through the sewer area. See if you can burn it.
I will stop spraying it with the fire extinguisher at that point.
Hold on to that. We may need it.
That's awesome. You know what? It's I think you're trying to act quickly under pressure. So I'll let you roll with your brainy score.
Nice. All right. So pull down some dice. Does this sound deduction-y? That this will work, or strategy catching it coming out?
I think strategy. I'll allow strategy. That works for me.
All right. Cool. Thank you. All right.
Are you getting help from perhaps Rolf or Echo?
Yeah.
I'd love to
How are they
help.
doing it?
Oh,
That's
you
Rolf.
go help out, Rolf. I've got another idea if this doesn't work.
I'm on board with the whole fire idea anyway. So
Sweet.
I think Rolf's the one that's like, he's probably got like a fancy lighter ready to go.
Got your Zippo.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So that gives me 5, doesn't it?
Oh, you got a good chance.
Hang on, I'm just going to bring this first one in, and then let's add it to the others. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. Ooh, fucking.
It's basically a push, right? Things don't get worse.
No, it blinked again with that 6, and I had a 6 there. I hate
Oh,
this
6 T's. I love that. I mean, I
Ugh.
love that. I mean, I despise it. So here's what happens. You throw the blanket onto it. You hear the
thing.
sizzling
I can
and
still
bubbling.
re-roll, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because you're special. You can do it that many times and you've only used it once. Do you want to re-roll?
Well, I can do it. It sounds
Up to your
it sounds
savvy
super
score, so
powerful.
4.
I could do up to 4 dice.
Yeah, but it's you only get to do it 2 times per.
Oh, is it? Oh, specials. That's right. So I
Yeah,
click
it's a
it
special.
again. There
So
we go.
there's a limit.
There is a limit. Well, I'm going to roll 4 of them again. Let's
All right.
try that. This is important.
I agree.
Oh, it sucked all around. I got a 1 and nothing good.
So let's quick check in. For things that give you a reroll, do we count the reroll or do we count the better of the 2 rolls?
What's it say? I
It
guess
doesn't.
it has to be.
I think it actually said somewhere that it's the
You can
the new
re-roll
one.
a number of dice equal to your savvy score.
So the old ones go away.
Okay. All right. So then we just went from
Push
not,
to bad.
not a push to a bad. And Yeah, there's no. Yeah, there's just 3 times that reroll is mentioned in the PDF. None of them explain whether you. So we'll just say reroll means that the new value counts. So things get worse. You throw it on. There's a bit of bubbling, but then the thing comes up and starts to ooze out. And yeah, it's just not enough fire. Fire does work, but you did not have enough accelerant. You did not have enough blanket. And at this point, every one of you get to take 1 stress
Oh wow, okay.
Awesome.
because you
I'll
brought it
just-
here.
I'll just take the stress in this case.
Okay,
Okay. I'll
I
take the
have
stress.
a max of 5, so it's fine.
sure, it's fine.
So do I. It's fine.
Don't you worry. Well, if you're going to eat that stress, you don't have a whole lot, but
I'm gonna eat it for now.
all right. Abraham goes up and tries to kick it.
No,
Splorches.
you take care of it.
I'm leaning towards doing that as well. So
It does not seem very effective.
I will run towards the wall, and because I think must be some electrical lines there, right?
Oh yeah, if you want to just like yank an electric line out, that seems like a good
Absolutely
plan.
want to take electricity to this beastie,
Nice. I love that. So let's
because that seems like I would use tech for that, right?
absolutely you'd use tech for that.
Cool. Can I do it with Brainy? Because I mean, I have to.
I mean,
Be
you got to
sure.
act quickly under pressure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yes.
Cool.
I will tell you though, a failure will be bad for you right now.
Okay, I guess, but I will tell everybody stand clear. I will yell that stand clear.
Nice. It's like get the
Because-
paddles.
I mean, this is I will attempt to not electrocute myself here. We'll see how that goes. Oh no. Wow, that is bad. I mean, I've got no 6. I've got 2 5s and 3 4s, but no 6s.
So you yank out the electricity, and you tell people to stand clear. You start moving forward, but then the pseudopod reaches up and wraps around Abraham's leg. You, being good with tech, realize that if you were to electrocute this thing right now, it may be conductive, so you could be harming Abraham.
I won't do that. No, I'll yell at Rolf, get Abraham away
says,
from
"Oh,
it.
this burns! Whoa, you guys, you should run!" And he gets yanked down to his butt, and the thing starts pulling him towards the sewer grate. What do you do?
I'm definitely gonna keep him from being pulled in.
All right, so you like grab onto a hand. You're trying to pull him up and out, or keep him from being sucked in any further. Wolf, what are you doing? You see Rolf trying to keep Abraham from getting pulled in.
And it's wrapped around. Is it around his where he kicked at
Yeah, it
him?
wrapped around. A pseudopod came up out of
Right,
the cube, wrapped around his, let's say, his right leg.
So
and
it's
then-
all the way up his leg.
Yeah, it's up his
Okay.
leg, like to his thigh. He
Okay.
fell down trying to. It was a lot stronger than he anticipated. He lost his balance, fell on his butt. Said, "Hey, you guys should go. This kind of burns." And then he starts getting drug along the concrete floor of the underground level, and that's when
Gotcha.
Rolf grabbed his hand and
Did he have anything with him? Do I see? Did he bring it like?
Oh, he's a plumber. What kind of stuff are you looking for?
Right.
He's
So he
got-
got like his toolbox over there.
Sure, of course, he takes it everywhere.
Good.
But, hey,
I'm-
Plumber's gonna have some cool DD
WD-40 and all kinds of cool stuff.
WD-40 acids
Things
and
unclog toilets.
yeah.
Sadly, I'm thinking much more directly as I grab his whole box and just slam it down where the pseudopod is coming
Oh,
up
nice.
over the
He's
lip
trying to
of
use the
the
weight
thing.
of it. Oh, okay, cool. Echo, you see what Wolf is trying to do. What are you doing, Echo?
I'm keeping holding onto that cable because we need to get Abraham clear of that thing, and then we can shock it.
Oh, okay, so you're like hanging back, waiting for.
I'm waiting for an
Wolf to see if Wolf is
opportunity to-
successful. Okay.
To get. I want one. I don't. I'm not very good at hitting stuff, but electrocuting stuff, that's more my idea, like my jam.
Okay, sweet. Well, I think this is definitely a hardy roll. I'm sorry to say, but I do think that Rolf is helping you. Right? He's pulling back Abraham. He's trying to stretch out that pseudopod. So I'll let that count as a help. But you're going to have to roll hardy here, Wolf. And unfortunately, you've used your special twice, which means you don't have access to it again.
And I don't think I'm getting any sort of boost off of my skills here.
I'll give you a bonus because you're using a literal item. So we'll call you Plumber's Toolbox. So you're, yeah.
How about this may be a moment to bring in my spell?
Yeah.
I think as I'm swinging this thing, my arms elongate. I seem to get hairier, and it's like Gorilla Wolf.
That's awesome.
Trying to slam it down.
I adore this. By the way, Echo, you're witnessing this. You totally. We like have a moment where you are watching this go on.
I see this. I see this too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Rolf
I mean,
sees it too.
Echo can copy spells, but I'm going like, the fuck?
Casting spells always use your brainy attribute regardless of the spell's intended effects. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so that'll be brainy +2 for the spell.
Yep.
Meaning I'm rolling 6 dice, so I will surely fail.
Yeah, this is the sucks. Never get a 6.
I'm gonna submit one more and then I'll roll them all. Okay. I rolled 9 dice previously and got no 6s. Let's see how 6 dices go. Dices. And I still, I got one.
I saw it too. I saw it like pop in into a slip. Oh, the tease worked for you. That is awesome. So you get this, and I'm going to allow you. Now you have to actually gorilla it in, right? Sorry, but it's a 2-step thing. But I'll let you add your polymorph talent in because you polymorphed into a thing a lot stronger.
Okay, is that how it works? I couldn't figure if it was you.
That's how it's going to work this time.
That's cool. I'm all for it. I just didn't know exactly how it was doing.
There's literally 2 paragraphs about mystics and magic spells, and
gotcha. So 2 and 2, and 1 for Rolf helping.
And 1 for toolbox.
Oh, and 1 for toolbox. So I still got 6. That's neat.
Oh, and a lot of dice. You're obviously going to roll a bunch of 1s.
Hush you.
Yeah,
no 6s, 1.
Okay, sweet. So you slam this thing forward with your big gorilla arms, and it bounces off of the pseudopod. It's stronger than you anticipated. The tools scatter everywhere, and I think you're going to have to take a stress from that, as it did not break. Echo, you're still standing there with the pseudopod's pulling him even closer. Abraham's legs like bent now, and bent at the knee normally, but unfortunately halfway in the sewer, and he says, "You kids should really go, and you should get your arm looked at there, Wolf."
I'm going to take fractured.
All right, so you broke something.
That seems awfully harsh for it, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, fractured, we can keep it general. It's just a -1 to die. So.
Let's go pissed.
I mean, fractured, I think, is not necessarily you broke your arm.
Yeah.
But let's go
pissed. Otherwise, why would you ever pick that one?
Right.
I think
but it takes me down to 1 hardy, so I think I'll take pissed.
All right.
Yeah, cool. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if your choice is between I'm pissed off or I broke my fucking bones, I think there's a bit of a discrepancy between those two. Like,
yeah,
I feel
that's good to talk about.
Fracture should not be. Yeah,
I think we can just find another word.
Yeah,
and I think it will be more like fictionally acceptable as a potentially like an impediment without being a stop to doing stuff. And I think this is where we have our commercial break, right? So it is 47. It's 13 till. It'll take 10-ish minutes. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Cool.
Thank you.
this this rolling is harsh. I mean,
It's Tales from the Loop rolling. It's the
Right.
same thing. I'm used to it.
you're just
Well, it needs
you,
a 6. You
you
should be able to
just-
roll that. It's like
right,
never.
You sort of forget that you're rolling for 16%. You may have multiple chances to roll for 16%, but it's still just about 16%.
Yeah, but my brain always logic of like, if I'm rolling 6 dice, one of them should be a should be a 6. But then also one of them should be a 1. So it's harsh. That's why I'm pretty free about giving extra dice, because it's
Well,
it
this
may
game
increase your
just
chance of
rewards
being
that.
okay.
It rewards that because you want those ones.
Or what are we talking about?
Talking about the
But
dice
rolling
system.
this system. I mean,
I
as
was-
a GM, you want to let the extra dice in, because then you get all the cool complications because you're going to roll those ones.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, I'm gonna keep this for the end of the game because roses and stars. No, wait. Green? No. Stars and
It's
Stars,
roses and wishes.
roses and thorns. Yeah,
Feedback.
it's roses and
wishes
stars. Roses and
Yeah.
stars.
Stars and wishes. Stars and wishes, roses and
Gives
thorns.
and constellations.
Ooh, yeah, let's constellate. I like that. That's my new phrase. No, no.
I was just downstairs talking to Jules about the game already, and I was like, I'm trying to find a way to put my and I just did, and then I come here hearing you talk about it, and I'm like, yeah. I have thoughts. I have
Yeah.
opinions.
So do I. But
Yeah, I
we'll
look forward
save
to
them
the
until we're
feedback.
all sorry. Until we're all finished. This Chatterskew.
I think I saw Jen with a mask.
Oh,
I
Should go
still have one
outside.
here as well.
I've got like a whole pocket full. Patrick got a cool one that lights up, and it does different like up and down lights and different color spreads. And
I also have a very cool one that's got a. Oh wait, I've got it here. Beer.
Beers.
oh, that's awesome.
I've,
Oh,
as
I've got just white ones, but which was cool. My employer sent some, and we're not required to go to the office or anything,
nice.
but they still send them, and that was kind of nice, I guess.
The city is still going to send me one as the city is going to send everyone a mask as well. But so far, all the masks I have are made by either myself or by a very good friend of mine.
Our hospital's been very lucky. We've had a buttload, and we're catching one. Anytime you need one, they're right there and ready.
That is good. Sorry about that. I had a package to pick up, and I was like, I'll use my bike to pick up this package, and I'll do it lickety-split. And then my bike had a front flat tire, and so I was like, well, fuck that plan, I guess.
did you not get the package, or did you just were you able to get it?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Run it.
means that I left myself no time to do anything.
It's okay. We were just bitching about the system and then talking about masks.
Yeah,
Not the,
system.
game, but actual system.
Yeah,
We'll
the
talk about the
system
system
seems pretty
afterwards,
rough.
right?
Yeah, we'll do feedback. We'll talk about it during feedback.
Yeah.
Do hold those thoughts. I do want to have that conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
So we will jump back because we're back from commercial break, and I'm totally tempted. So there's this game called Secret Sewer Science Siblings, which is basically a TMNT game written by Alexi Sargent, who's a member of the Gauntlet community with me and Tyler and Sabine. And when he
okay,
it's totally
I get
that.
where the name is coming from. Yeah.
Yep, totally. And one of the things that he does is when Alexi ran it for me last month is he would call, instead of bio breaks, he would call them commercial breaks. And then when you came back from the bio break, commercial break, he would roll back and re-describe what happened for the last 15 seconds of action in the game, just like when you come back from a commercial for those things, just to like catch you back up. It was brilliant. So I love that. You're a TMNT ninja Ninja Turtle. Sweet. I will say Sewer Siblings is totally a game I think you guys would dig because you get to choose whatever critter you are, which is very fun. Very simple game. It's not built for long.
But you all have to be the same, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
You can be a found family. You're all like mixed different anthropomorphic critters who are basically adolescent or teenage year in your stuff. So it's cute. It's super fun. We come back from commercial. There is this fluke that is wrapped up in guitar cord and no longer moving. Chad, you have your car keys. Tiffany is still outside getting fresh air. And your buddy Teddy, ex-baseball player, says, what are we going to do now? Because I don't think it's dead.
Yeah, I don't think it's dead either. I think it's just passed out.
Now, sir, I think there are two options here. One, you help us with this thing. Or two, just walk away.
Well, it's in my bar. So I can't really, that's not an option for me. I gotta open this place up tonight. Why don't we carry it out to the alleyway? I run free or whatever.
No,
Didn't say it was a good idea.
just an idea. That's fine. How about, Chad, you're gonna hate this.
Yeah,
We're gonna toss it in your trunk
I saw that one coming.
and we're gonna drive it out someplace really dry.
Do you think that'd be
Up
like
there?
a weakness?
Huh?
I think there's going to be stress related if you do this. Because it's going to ruin your trunk.
Sir, do you have like a
Garbage bag?
plastic sheeting or something? Just, I mean, my car, it's like, it's really beautiful.
I mean, I got some garbage bags. Hefty kind.
Cool.
They ain't cheap.
They
Sure.
were being closed for tonight.
Oh, no. Just saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys getting this out of here sounds like it's worth it.
cool.
Okay. Someone want to lift a little bit and I'll put the bag over it.
Oh, that's awesome. So we have like a musical montage of you guys wrapping this thing in garbage bags. I gotta know,
I get
Brooke,
back up again afterwards.
what's the
on the
90s
outside.
song that's playing that we somehow got rights to, appropriate or inappropriate, for this montage of bagging up Fluke Man? I don't think we got our number one choice, but we still got something.
I'm kind of imagining like something upbeat, totally at odds with our kind of disgusted. Oh, I can't think of what it would be though. I'm just remembering the
Maybe
house
like the
building
rhythm.
scene in Dead Redemption 2, if anyone's,
I haven't seen it.
but not a Western song. Not country.
Maybe it's just getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, that's great. I was gonna say No Limit, but I like getting jiggy with it so much better. How do we even get rights to that? I don't know, but it's great. Somebody knew Will Smith's producer or something, and we got cheap rights to it. That's
Or MC Hammer's You Can't Touch This.
As we're like,
As we both try to touch the Fluke Man as little as possible.
that is amazing.
I'm feeling that this is 80s. I might be wrong.
You Can't Touch This is actually from 1990.
Wow.
And
Oh, it's one of those,
You
like,
forget
right at the
how
beginning.
80s the start of the 90s were.
And it's timeless. Come on.
Exactly. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Okay, cool.
This is a
Incredible.
montage end of us like walking past Tiffany with this like body bag. It's like she's
Like
Or
two
did she just
garbage bags
leave
duct
completely?
taped together around a corpse.
yeah. I really hope it's a corpse.
Same, but yeah, so
yeah. Are we flipping another coin to see if Tiffany is sitting on your lap or you hers, Brooke? Or are we going to continue with the way?
I think we're going to trade, and now Tiffany's in my lap.
Okay. And yeah, Tiffany is very quiet. She's still wigged out. She refused to help with the fluke man and the garbage bag stuff.
I mean, I don't think Chad even went outside to invite her.
Yeah.
I think
That's probably a good call.
Yeah.
And I think there's a moment where she says, "Chad, are we going into the desert to hide a dead body? Because if so, I should probably tell my dad."
No.
He would be so disappointed if I hid this from him. I am a
No,
terrible liar.
I mean, it's either that or we take this to the university and we say, hey, look, we've got a specimen.
Like, Chad's still hoping it's like on has the slimmest hope of like we can talk our way out of. Tiffany doesn't have to know about the supernatural. I mean, she's only just seen everything. But
Right.
look, I mean, this is actually him.
So, Brooke,
It was a prank.
there's a body in the back of Chad's car. What? But we could take it to the university? I saw an arm.
It's not. I look at Chad and I think to myself, Chad clearly has dreams that need to be shattered.
A monkey.
It's
Loose monkey.
It's not a monkey. It's like some kind of cave-dwelling albino lamprey man thing. And I can show it to you if you want.
Am I getting punked?
If anyone's getting punked here, it's probably Chad because it's in his car.
I don't think that smell's ever going to come out.
Who knows? So yeah, we don't know if it's alive or dead. It may or may not have eaten a plumber at the mall.
Oh, gross.
Or maybe there are more of it. I don't know.
I mean, this is totally a one-time thing, right? We deal with this, and then there's no more monsters ever, Brooke. Right? Right? And Tiffany can go happily, blissfully, in the totally accurate knowledge that there's nothing else like this lurking in the shadows.
It sounds
But
like
if there
Brooke...
were,
but if there were, okay, let's keep going.
she'd
Here's where
have
this
friends
is-
who know how to help her.
I keep like Chad keeps rolling, like edging forward towards the savvy roll to try to convince her to forget all of this, but then Brooke is like, but no. This is great.
Let's just go drive it to the desert.
Yeah. There are other ideas that I have, but like Brooke doesn't know the things Jens knows, so
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are going to drive out to the desert, haul this thing out, just leave it out in the sun, maybe pull the garbage bags. Like, what do we see as you guys are driving away? What has happened to the Fluke Man unmoving body? Have you left it there in its garbage bag so it looks like a discarded corpse from the mafia? Have you pulled off the garbage bag thing so you see this like naked Fluke Man creature?
I
I think I
would
would
have
have pulled off
definitely.
the garbage bags.
I think before it pulled off the garbage bags, I imagine giving it a little bit of a kick, just to does it twitch or anything?
It does not.
All right. Well, if we leave the garbage back on, um, that's just
Coyotes?
something between it and the coyotes. So let's not feed the coyotes plastic.
Okay. I'm still really not happy trying to interacting with this in any way.
Oh,
Pull one
same.
of the bags. I'm like,
I have a little box cutter, and I'm just like, oh.
uh, we should call the guys on the car phone. Tell them we fixed it. We got it.
Sweet. So, with that in mind, we cut back to underground parking garage and loading dock with the rollback to the last moment of seeing gorilla armed Wolf Weiler slamming the toolbox down and it bouncing off of the pseudopod that has come out from the gelatinous creature. It now is like wrapped around his stomach. His being Abraham's stomach, making things even more precarious for you, Jan. And Abraham says, "You kids need to go."
An idea.
Okay.
Are you shitting me?
We can't leave you.
What is Echo's idea?
That thing's acidic, right? That
Yes.
thing's acidic, right?
Mhm.
So what we need is something alkaline. And soap's alkaline. So what we need is liquid soap. And I think maybe
Ooh.
Abraham had some on him.
Well, I think if you make a brainy roll,
Mhm.
We'll see if that is the truth.
Okay, let's see
Sounds
about
like a good
that.
idea.
Can I use clever or awareness?
Awareness sounds good. Actually,
Awareness
both
sounds good,
sound
right?
good. You choose which one of those you think best applies because they both sound like they could apply here.
Putting this, it's both one, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, 6 and a half dozen.
And I think I want to roll this die. Come here. Okay, I'm rolling 5 dice, so that might, no. I've got 1, though.
You
No,
actually
2
have
ones. I've got
two
actually
ones,
got
yeah.
2 ones.
I just
so.
watched that and that was, yeah. So you start to reach in for soap
Yeah.
and there's no soap. You thought you could have sworn you'd seen soap. There is no soap whatsoever. I think you're going to take a stress because he has now been yanked to where he's like halfway in and he's holding on to Rolf. And he says, I can't let you go down with me. And yeah, Echo, do you want to eat that stress or are you moving it to a condition? I think you're talking on mute, Sabine.
Damn it, I'm mute. I'm
Yes.
not anymore. These are tiered, right? The
No, you can
conditions.
choose any conditions, but they do
Okay.
stack. So if you get 2
Okay.
that take up -1
Yeah,
brainy,
oh.
then you have a -2 brainy.
Okay, I guess I think I'll just tired maybe.
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
I'll take tired. This is right now. I'm a bit. Yeah, come on.
He says, Kyle, son, you can have my toolbox. There's a lot of good stuff there. And then Schlorp, he gets pulled out a little bit further to where it's just his arms are to the side. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and pull him out. God damn it!
All right, give me a hearty roll.
I'm going to be helping. I think I see you pulling, and I'm to kind of show my pissed and the polymorph. I'm kind of no, and grab you around the waist, and I'm pulling back with you.
Oh, that's
in
cool.
sort of
That's cool. I love it.
apiness.
Let's see
do
that
I-
hearty roll with a plus
Can
one.
can I throw in my
Wolf.
guts in here?
Absolutely, you can. Be
Okay.
gutsy.
That's gives me 6 dice already, and a 7th for the help from Wolf.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it. Nice. That's a
It's
lot of
2
dice.
6s and a 1.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Nice.
awesome. Right. So the situation gets worse, but you successfully pull him free. So I think you yank him free. The acid is kind of eating through some of his clothes. And I'm going to say that the thing that gets worse is that you take a stress. You've already broken your skateboard, so I think you're
Yeah,
gonna
no, I'm not
take another
using the
stress.
skateboard for this. I mean, it's.
It doesn't make sense. so.
I'm sort of going like my skateboard doesn't ride anymore, but it's still a board.
It's
like,
a board.
I
all
feel
jacked.
I feel like one of the wheels has fallen off. But I'll definitely take another stress.
Okay. All right. So
What's he doing with his second success?
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be an experience horse, I think.
Experience horse.
That means that Abraham
I think I'll
isn't
take
in-
an advancement point, man.
Ooh, I think you take 2.
Yes.
2 even.
Yeah,
Damn.
with it.
Yes, you get to mark 2 points on your character sheet. Not
I'll do
one per
it.
extra success, just 2 total. So
I'll do
there
it.
you go. Awesome. You pull Abraham free.
And I electrocute it.
All right.
No,
Let's.
I can't.
What?
You have to roll for it. Do I have
Okay.
to roll
Yeah,
for
you
it?
do. Yeah, you got to roll with
Oh,
Brainy.
sorry. Oh, damn. Attack, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Now somebody's put all these blue dice over my orange ones, and I've got to sort this a little.
I was gonna get them out of the way.
No, it's fine. That's
Dice
okay.
fight!
That's okay. Just let me click on my dice here. Do I? Wait, no, it's -1 hardy, so that's fine. I can just roll these. Come on. Yeah, there's a 6. I've got a 6. And no ones.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Your dice are all
Perfect.
over the place for me, but yes.
Yeah, they are for me as well, but there is a 6. I see it.
I see
Yeah.
a 6 and no
I
one.
see a 6. I confirm the 6.
Yay.
Fantastic. So you jam that wire into the pseudopod as it's retreating, and the thing lights up. It starts blah, 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 and we have this cool kind of bubbling effect from the jello, and it starts stinking up the joint. But it seems to course through all of it. We see arcs from the little wedding ring and somebody's keys and all these other things that are going through, and it's the cool cheap 90s electricity special effects, and the thing starts glooping down. We have like a shot of the sewers, right, and the stuff's just like somebody's dropping weird bits of gelatin down, but it's supposed to be the gelatinous cube being destroyed.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Appropriate. Abraham has passed out from the pain, but he's alive.
And I'm sitting down.
Ross,
Dude,
all the burns on your arm,
that-
they look a little better, mostly so you can look cute.
That was more than a level 1 creature, right?
And I kind of run over there and I'm yelling down as it's bubbling until I kind of transform back. Fuck yeah,
Wolf,
we got
wolf,
you.
Wolf.
Yeah, fuck him.
Monkey, wolf.
And as I shrink back to skinny, I look over and kind of look embarrassed and a little sheepish.
I think it's more like an ape wolf, but
But monkey, ape. Look,
just
I didn't do well on my biology classes.
sorry. Yeah, I'm.
Y'all okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. I've been meaning to tell you. I've been going through some changes.
Sorry, I've been watching Big
just
Mouth
start to
recently,
laugh.
and that's really just making me go like, going through changes. No, I mean, my skateboard lost a wheel. That fucking sucks, man.
We can fix that, I guess.
I think you killed it, Echo. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Electricity, man, that'll take care of you. Good thing you pulled Abram out, though. I think you would have fried him as well, and I didn't want to do that.
How's he look? And I'll move over to take a look at him.
Oh yeah, we have some, like his pants. They're rips and holes of burn marks and the like around his legs and everything, but it doesn't look like it's bad enough for him to like. It never went to the bone. It was always superficial, like skin damage.
So
He's not wearing any shorts to the beach for a while.
Not immediately though. Oh God, let's call an ambulance.
I don't think
Just
so. Right?
third-degree burns.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
sure.
We should tell them not to use soap on these for a bit. Just clean it up with water, stuff like that. I guess that would cause it. I'm a chemistry nerd as well. Sorry.
You guys feel like are we near close of scene there? Do we want to like do a time jump again back to the food court kind of deal of everybody going back together?
Yeah, can we maybe pick up some of the stuff the gelatinous cube lost?
Oh yeah, I want the diamond ring.
Yeah, I mean, come on, let's loot.
Yeah, you have a totally cute diamond ring. It'll only fit on your like pinky, Rolf. But
Yeah, it's not for me.
No, but if we can pick up the stuff, then we can maybe return it to the people who lost it or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's great. Sweet. So we jump to the food court. All six of you, counting Tiffany, because she's still sticking around at this point, still just a little shell-shocked as to what she had experienced, which was mostly standing outside and walking up and down the sidewalk, freaking out. We see someone's got some orange Julius, there's some kind of hot dog, there's also like a black bean burger I would imagine Echo might have, and the mall is back to its normal activity as if nothing had gone wrong. We hear the music from the arcade, little Galaga music going on, lots of people chattering, talking. Rolf, a couple of your skater buddies go by with their awesome looking boards. You're forlornly, your truck
You
is
see,
still
just
jacked.
me pointing at the bottom of my board, going like, "There's a wheel missing."
I think when you pull that off, who's your buddy? Domingo? Yeah, Domingo.
Yeah, sure.
He just kind of gives you like a, sorry, man. Yeah. So I think this might be a good chance for you guys to try to work on a few conditions, healing those conditions. Just
love to.
Probably be a good call. So conditions. You can have 3 conditions at most. Conditions only go away when it makes sense in the story. So if you're pissed and another character calms you down, you can erase the condition. If you're burnt, you apply some medications and bandages, you can erase it. Or in this case,
I'm smelly. I don't.
I bought new
it's not gonna-
trousers.
I'm smelly. I'm not sure if it's gonna go away in the. I probably should just go home and take a shower.
Yeah.
It makes
I
sense.
think
Same for
Chad
Chad.
has new trainers and new trousers.
Oh, so Chaz. Well, I was thinking this might be like immediately after kind of thing.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we're meeting in the mall.
Oh,
He's-
so you stopped and got him.
It was like, no,
On the
we've got to
way.
go meet the guy. It's like, no. One
Before
second.
we do, I'm like,
And I
But you're
think
still
he might
smelly
have like,
because it got on your skin, or do you think that would have resolved your condition?
I don't know, but I
I'm
mean,
flexible.
he's still gonna. He's not meeting the guys up wearing the kind of torn trousers that
All right.
have got suitable, but not
So let's
suitable.
go ahead and take away your smelly condition as you've changed and cleaned
I
yourself up.
imagine you would have. I imagine
Wait,
you would have wanted to
I-
spend
I was
longer in the
smelling.
shop, choosing the right trousers.
oh, you
but
also
was
you
probably-
you are also smelly.
yeah.
That's right. You're both smelly for different smelly reasons. Brooke, would you allow Chad to do the full shopping experience? Or are you going to hustle him along? He's pretty confused. You could probably take care of him.
Do I have to?
Chad,
just
I'm
wear
going to
them?
go ahead and meet up with the gang unless you're ready to go. Come on.
I grabbed the first halfway decent. I mean, not great. It's
I think
not,
you're in a tracksuit now.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Like a bright blue tracksuit and a pair of Keds.
okay, yeah, and he's not happy about it, but he is, I'll take one for the team.
Nice. And I think it's the kind of laces to where you're not supposed to tie them. They just...
Yeah.
So just to highlight, we've got a person who's tired, a person who's smelly. That'll be hard to fix, but would maybe two people who are tired and one person who's pissed.
I'm
So,
confused.
Yeah, and Chad is default.
I mean, do they all go away when we meet up together again?
Not yet.
If you guys just give me like a little fiction as to how you're
Rolf
working on
is
it,
going
absolutely.
straight from the sewer to the food court, so he's still smelly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ralph's gonna have to shower before he's not.
I think with like Tiffany off just to one side, Chad would be like to Brooks, like, I really think I nearly had her convinced. She didn't. I mean, I
What's
thought-
the use of convincing her that didn't happen or that it will never happen again?
But in all the TV shows, no one. Isn't that?
We're
No.
not in a TV show, man.
I
Tiffany's walking back with a tray with her salad
know that.
from Grumpy's, right? Is it Grumpy's or Gumby's? Gumby's.
Yeah.
Or salad from
Gumby's.
Gumby's.
I've got like a really big order of French fries and a can of Red Bull.
Slushy. Blue flavor.
Nice.
Hey, Jolt Cola. I'm going 90s.
Nice.
I'm having some sort of tea. Really strong tea, I guess.
I imagine I've calmed down from the piss state, but I think I probably got like I am carb loading. It's like I am starving. So there's like potatoes, and I went by the Italian place, so I have the big pile of spaghetti.
It's fine. Like you got the munchies. It's fine. We get it. I mean, I get it.
Is everyone paying for their own food, or is there like a unspoken like look to Chad?
Everyone's paying for their own. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
Like, I think we're beyond getting Chad to pay for our munchies.
Yeah. I guess I've got, besides my bean burger, I've got a pudding. And I'm playing with it mostly, just
Yeah.
like reminiscing about what we met,
What?
poking it.
You? I thought we sorted it.
So we ended up going to the club
Uh-huh.
and making up a story.
Uh-huh.
And this freaking
I got
albino
toilet water on
cave
me.
fish guy, like,
Fish guy.
reached out of the toilet and grabbed Chad.
We win, right, Wolf?
Dude, it splashed toilet all over me. I'm grabbing my leg.
Wolf, tell him. Wolf. Wolf,
We-
Wolf,
Yeah.
tell him. Tell him.
Tell
Wolf.
him.
Wolf,
We
Wolf,
found
Wolf.
a
I had to
gelatinous
pull my
cube,
keys out of
guys.
the toilet, man.
A gelatinous cube.
What?
Full on second ed book. It was a gelatinous cube. Shit floating in it. Gelatinous cube. Almost killed
Wait,
Abraham if Rolf hadn't have pulled it out. And then Echo shoved electric wires into it and zap.
Hey,
Yeah.
You
Hey,
thought
It was
Joel?
acidic. It was
Hey.
acidic. It ate through Abraham's trousers and shit. It was
hey,
real.
Tiffany. She like this?
And she takes the ring and looks. Oh my God, this is really nice. She turns it over.
Also belongs probably to some dead person.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
Maybe,
heirlooms.
I don't know.
Like most jewelry.
And she's like, heirlooms. She hands it back. Is this your sister's or something?
No, it's loot.
We
Give
found
them
it in
to
the
you. It's a
sewers.
gift.
Ew.
What? No, it's yours. You can. Oh, fuck. You can see Wolf
I'm-
like shit. I fucking don't know. Shit. Oh no.
He doesn't like
Sorry,
register
Rolf,
that
but
this
ew.
was you giving her a ring so much as like
Yeah,
there's
I
so
know,
much going
but
on.
and he's going like shit. Ah, god damn it.
And she looks around and she says, "So Chad, Brooke, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I think that was a sea monkey, a really, really big sea monkey. I used to have them when I was younger.
I'm like nodding to Brooke,
Like a crazy big sea monkey. We should have taken it to the university. We might end up in the paper for discovering a sea monkey. I'm glad that it didn't yank your legs off.
What did you do with it?
thanks.
We left it in the desert.
We can still get it.
You drove a fish man out to the desert, just left him there?
Well,
Yeah.
it's probably all dehydrated out and super dead.
We figured if it wasn't dead, then the dryness would kill it.
And dingoes.
And yeah,
I mean, probably.
My uncle, he has all kinds of trouble with dingoes at his subdivision.
Dingoes?
Probably in Australia
Wait.
now.
Your uncle was at the. And,
Sewer guy. The sewer guy was your uncle, right?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he's problems with dingoes.
No, he owns the sewers and the land at a subdivision to the south of town. And
Hey,
he
Tiff.
said that he gets dingoes.
Tiff, could you introduce me to your uncle?
Sure.
Lean in close to Brooke and say, "We're talking more fish than man, right?"
like way more. I'll like draw it for you.
Oh,
I
yeah,
wouldn't,
nice.
Like murder some guy, right?
It probably murdered some guy. Yeah.
No, I meant you didn't just murder some guy, right?
No.
Unless a dude can fit in a toilet.
Yeah.
Okay.
A human being can't squirt himself through a hole this big.
Cool. Killing
Yeah,
evil.
it goes
is
down
never
and then back up again.
evil.
So there's no way
That,
that was
that's
a
true.
person.
Good points. Yeah. Smart,
Yeah.
Tiffany. Yeah.
That's just how toilets work. Whew. Yeah. So
Totally over her head. She's like, oh yeah. She smiles like, oh, you just complimented me.
That's what I was thinking. There was this
That's
cube
why-
thing,
yeah.
and under here, this place, and then there was this fish guy. Is that connected? If it's connected.
Obviously, yeah. I mean,
maybe.
yeah.
I mean-
there's like a sewer cabal going on. Yeah.
Oh, I should
Oh,
totally.
Sewer
so sick.
cabal.
Sewer
Yeah.
cabal sounds kind of, I don't know, kind of Nosferatu.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Ah,
Ew.
that was pretty ew.
Hmm.
Flesh crafting like that, though, seems more Zamichi.
Mm. Yeah, flesh crafting, right? And I'm looking at your arms.
Now they're talking about role-playing games, Tiffany.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
was
D&D.
lost there as well.
Yes.
heard
of-
Also,
Yeah, I've seen that cartoon.
I know, right?
That's
Uni
awesome.
Uni is awesome.
So good.
Was there a gelatinous cube on there in the show? I haven't watched
No.
it.
There
Hmm.
was.
What? Really?
Mhm.
You didn't see that episode.
So how big was this cube, guys?
Big enough. It didn't really.
Sewer
It
sewer
Erupted
tunnel
out of
size.
the manhole, came after pseudo
Abraham
rappy.
Like it was big enough. Like it was a 10 by 10 cube, basically. I'd say
Mhm.
big
Probably.
enough to fill the entire tunnel and
Yeah, and it.
So
and
big
it
enough to
grabbed
cause the
Abraham.
kind of blockage and movement
yeah.
Yeah,
to
maybe,
fuck up
but
our
that's
whole.
possible.
If you also had arms and shit, then there was more than just a cube, right?
I think if you got a flesh man, then you either have multiple flesh men and women,
Fish
fish,
man.
Flesh
men and women.
dudes.
Fishman.
You've got flesh
It's kind of
dudes.
worm, man.
You've got cubes and
Or
like,
you had
it's
someone
just-
create fish person thing.
look, dudes. We're talking about straight on infestation of the entire like sewer system here, man.
Fish
Yeah, but they-
people. It's like Call of Cthulhu.
She,
Yeah.
Oh, come
her
on.
head snaps and
People
she looks
always-
at you, Brooke.
People always get mad and call.
Now we're talking about what happened.
Let's maybe try to figure out who put them there. I mean, this cube couldn't have just spontaneously decided to exist, right?
Right.
They don't
Something
do
had
that.
to make it. Or
Exactly.
there's a gate.
And hey, you've drawn the fish person. Hey, Wolf, can you have a look at that and maybe see if it's in one of the monster handbooks?
If you drew it and looking down, does it register as anything? I guess we'll all stare down to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you might be making a brainy roll. Seems
mean,
like.
I would say that Rolf could help, but he's not going to be able to help. He's not the kind of person that
I could help. I've
he does
seen
not read the monsters manuals. Like
I've seen
Come
them.
out.
I've looked at. I haven't read the statistics, but I've looked at the pictures. Because I'm a
Ooh,
graphic
do we have a
novelist.
moment like Echo kind of leaning over Wolf as he's looking at the picture, like the two of you guys are in a tight frame shot, kind of
Yeah.
nice,
Totally.
cute. The shippers are going crazy. That sounds awesome. Let's have
So,
you. I think you're using deduction.
Yes, that makes sense.
And then Brainy and one
Brainy-
from Echo helping you.
And I would have had time coming over here to wasn't that I got rid of my pissed.
I'm okay with everybody like chatting, calming you down and everything.
Cool.
So we'll say you can get rid of that.
Okay. All right.
Are you going to try to bring any items in? If so, I really want to see how. I'm going to mark off your toolbox, by the way.
And
Your brain
my
would've taken
I
it.
still got the flashlight. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
you're still have a flashlight.
Yeah, I wish I could bring in that bag of dice, but I don't.
I mean, that's why I've left it out
But
there.
just,
Just
randomly roll for a page to pick.
I could roll for a tip die to see how tough it is. But I don't see how I could use that. All right, so looks like I've got 4. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, yet again.
But you should have 5, right? You've got 3 for the brainy, 1 for deduction, and 1 for
Oh, you're
the hop.
right. So let's re-roll. Let's re-roll the 1. It has to get better, right?
That's exactly how math works.
It's a 2. So 1,
better.
1.
1, 1.
God, I hate this die roll.
So it turns out that
Thanks, Tyler. Yes.
this is not in the D&D manual, but you do remember Fluke Man from the X-Files. And if only there were wikis, but yeah, there's one. Yeah, cool. So you're looking over this, and then you hear from Tiffany, "Oh God, it's my dad." And she freezes, and Officer Black and his partner are walking into the food court, and they come walking up to look over your shoulder, Wolf.
I thought she was talking about the Otyag.
It's awesome. What is going on, kids?
I mean, I
We're hanging
think-
out, eating lunch, and talking about D&D, sir.
Yeah.
Is that allowed in
Satanic
this
thing.
country?
Tiffany, we need to have a chat.
It's a free country. It can be satanic if we want to.
Well then, we need to have a chat, man. Like Rolf is doing the
I've met Satanists. They're all really boring.
yeah.
I'm like crouching down to be invisible.
I'm gonna have some talk with some parents around here, evidently.
Anyway,
I've been with them the whole day, and they've been doing nothing untoward. We're wholesome.
Chad, you're not a parent.
We don't have to explain ourselves.
not
We're
a
just
parent.
sitting. We're just
Yeah,
sitting here.
You're just a dumbass. Don't pretend you're a parent.
Mm,
Tiffany's
We're just-
eyes widen. She's like,
Did you?
he
roll?
is not. Chad fought the sea monkey, Rolf.
Mm,
Tiffany, don't ixnay on the monkey say.
Tiffany, honey, let's have a chat. You kids stay out of trouble, all right?
Monkey
Okay.
say.
And Tiffany's like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. She takes one last bite of the little cherry tomatoes and then gets up and walks away.
I think Wolf's still gonna go like, don't forget about the drink.
dude,
Maybe
it's fucking
wash it
trouble.
more.
Dad's gonna take the car.
It's fine.
Nice. After they walk away, she is so totally going to tell him you left a body in the desert.
No,
Yeah, man.
we
Wait, what? You left a body in the desert?
You
Then
weren't
you
listening,
hear-
were you?
The fish
You're-
person.
You hear Officer Black, you did what? There's some like talking and some like finger wagging in her face. And then he says something to his partner, and the three of them walk away out of like making a beeline towards the exit.
Right. So she spilled all the beans. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's why we shouldn't bring her along for these adventures.
Look, she's hot.
Dude,
Granted.
What? Did you look at her?
so she's hot. Her father's a cop.
look,
This
I
is
can't
going-
get in trouble with my dad.
I didn't expect Officer Black to get in this. And like,
She's his daughter done that.
Should we try
you
to
didn't
get
need
your
to
body before they
possess
get
it.
there?
What? It's a fish person. What
Look,
will they do if they
he-
find
he's-
it? It's not
he's-
even a citizen or something.
he's not infected. She's not infected. We know we can trust them. Okay, right?
Infected? What the?
They're
Infected with
not,
what?
They're not in with the fish people.
What are you talking about now?
You think this is an infection? Like you can catch it if you touch one of the fish people, you get to be a fish person yourself?
we have
Awesome.
gelatinous
not true, is it?
cubes.
Guys, that's not true, is it?
We have arms
I
coming
hope
out of
not.
sewers. What else have we got? Huh?
We need you
Huh?
to dial it like way the fuck down, Rolf. Talk
Somebody check my
about
leg for
things
scales.
that we've actually seen.
Right.
I put my leg up on the table and like pull up the.
If they find a body out there, fishman, anybody, they're
Fishman.
going to come back and ask you all about it.
Fishman.
Can anyone see scales on my leg? Please.
Fishman.
No.
Should we now go and get the fish, man? I don't know.
I don't know. What do you think, bro? Chad, Brooke, you're the ones who are going to get in trouble. Or maybe, I mean, hell, maybe it dissolved. Did it dissolve? Was it dissolving?
Maybe it was
That would
eaten
be
by the
so cool.
coyotes.
It's only
Okay.
been a couple hours, guys.
Guys,
We have to go
guys,
get it.
we had different things blocking the toilets at different points. We had a thing here, like a cube blocking our toilets here on our ends, and you had arms coming out of toilets. It's an entire thing, and we're not safe.
Okay, and
We need to secure the situation.
okay, and
What does that mean?
I don't know.
We need to get the body.
Yes, that.
You want
thanks.
to touch it again?
Wolf.
We need to find out what the hell's going on in this city. That's what we
Okay.
need to do. But
I'm
first
I'm
we
gonna
need to get the
volunteer
body.
to not drive out to the desert and grab the body.
No. Don't let's let body desert. Let's no.
Let's get the body out of the desert. Maybe we can figure out something from that body if it's really dead.
I double volunteer to not touch it again.
Not touching.
Chad, you have to go because you know where it is.
I'm kind of
you
curious
drive.
about it. I'm kind of curious about it. I want to touch. Don't really want to touch it,
Chad,
but
Chad,
I'm
hey, you do
curious.
this.
Mhm.
I mean, apply a little science to it.
What is it, Rolf?
No, you touched it. Now you have to touch it again.
Fine.
If you touch it again, it's not as bad as the first time. But the first time touching it is pretty bad. Just saying.
No, now I know what it feels like.
Chad, you touched it already.
Stop saying that.
Chad, you touched it.
Stop.
Chad, you know how to get away from him? Walk to the car. Drive to the desert. No more Rolf.
Wait,
So you're picking
what
up
does
the.
that mean?
Yeah, I want to look at it.
I'm not touching it again, though.
Whatever. Let's go. Are you coming, Brooke?
Hell no.
Okay.
I think.
I'm
as
going
we-
to the library and I'm going to start doing some stuff. It's going to be awesome. Just you wait.
Okay.
I think
Cool.
as we walk towards the car away, there's a look
Yeah,
over my shoulder, the pleading look of like,
I'm coming.
really.
Yeah, come on. It won't be that bad. It's just a
You
fish. You've
see.
eaten fish before.
Never again.
All right. So then eventually Echo and Chad head out to your really nice two-seater sports car. You guys zoom out towards the desert and you end up having to like keep going because Officer Black's squad car is pulled over. He, his partner, and Tiffany are all standing, and Tiffany's pointing to a spot in the desert where, Chad, that's where you dropped off the body. That is not there. And you guys have to keep going.
Bum, bum, bum.
And that will be the end of our session as we bring that thing to a close. Let's do advancement points.
Of course.
Sure.
And of course, like that happens, but we also know the ball's back to work. Like the toilets seem to be working. The crisis, like they've forgotten about it. It was just, oh yeah, remember that day when all the toilets backed up? That was crazy, right? Cool. So let's do. Hold on just a second. I want to make sure that I'm doing it. Earning advancement points. Okay. Advancement points up to game master's discretion. I don't love that, but there we go.
No, you got the decision. So
if you took part in a battle and won, you get 1 point. I think you guys fought a gelatinous cube and a fluke man. Everybody participated, so that's 1. Not 1 per villain per hit you landed, just 1 for being on the winning team, which you were. Great job. You go above and beyond at work, cleaning up some puke or chasing down a petty thief. I don't know. What do you think? We didn't even have you guys at work this time.
You guys,
I don't think so.
I mean, the rest of them fixed the problem with the water.
I mean, we could call it great job that you can go back to your jobs. So I'm okay with that. Character voices. You guys do something really cool in the role play. Something embodies your character, makes the story awesome, makes everybody laugh, whatever. You guys all tickled the crap out of me. So I'm doing that one. That's 3. Ouchie, when you take an ongoing condition in lieu of accumulating stress, you earn 1 advancement point. Did anybody not take a condition? I don't
I took 1.
Did Brooke take 1? Okay, so everybody took a condition.
Yeah.
So that is 4. And then extraordinary actions, which is you could choose to gain 2 points. So that's a thing where you make a choice. So I'm going to say 5. So there we go. You guys got 5 advancement points on top of whatever you had. Now, if you take a look, there's a hover over, which talks about what you can spend those advancement points on. You can only have 10 at a time, so you can't just sit on it. Once you
I've got 8 at the moment. So
cool. Oh yeah, I don't think anybody's at 10, but I thought at least one person was pretty high up. So you can increase talents for 4 points.
It's pretty high, man.
Yeah. You can change the outcome of another character's action for better or worse. I don't even know what that means, but that's what it says. So we'll figure that out.
I think just
you can learn a new talent for
you
6
got 6s
points.
or something. Maybe.
Rich, can you maybe bring back the data sheet because the talents and the other stuff is on there?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really any much description on those. And
Yeah.
there's
Well,
a
no,
drop
it's
down
still-
for talents. If you want to add a new talent, I do have extra there, so I'll just unhide. But they're in a drop down for talents, so you can see them. But it's probably easier just to view it on the data sheet, so I did unhide that for you.
Wait,
Okay.
so-
You can make up a talent. If
for-
somebody's
for-
like, I really want X, we can work that out.
For 8 points, you can change the outcome of another character's action for
I don't even know what that
or
means.
worse. Like,
I
I can
assume
just
that
go
meant,
like,
you could
no,
say
no.
full 6s.
Yeah,
Or maybe.
it's weird because it's like, no, you I'm changing that outcome for better or worse.
Mhm.
No, it's coming out good. It's coming out bad.
We'll leave it there. And if somebody comes up with a clever way and they want to spend that many advancement points out on it, I'm fine with it. We'll figure it out.
I think the best way at the moment is still to just spend a point, like 6 points on a new talent.
Yeah. Can we have 4 talents, or do we have to exchange one?
Yeah,
of these? Oh,
To have a 4th talent, you just need to spend 6 points.
And
well,
you Attributes never go up.
Yeah, I did.
Attributes are 10 points. Permanent +1 in any attribute.
Was that?
Do the hover over.
Yeah. There's a scroll bar on that hover.
It's the
over.
bottom.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's weird.
Can I have a talent called science?
Science?
So there's no science in there.
I mean, if you don't have one, you have to replace one of the other ones.
Is it? Well, the way it says is learn one new talent, which may replace an existing talent if necessary. But I think
you can only have 3, right?
Well,
There are
hold
4
on.
boxes right now.
Well, that's because I added it. So let me see if I broke the rules by doing that. Hold on. Let's look at.
Oh, okay. Were we not supposed to have 3 anyway?
Hold on. I like the idea of having more than 3, but I want to make sure that I'm running the game.
Yeah, I mean, if we have
I
more
kinda
than 3,
do too.
I might want to have another one as well.
Yeah, especially since the spell casting counts as a talent as well. So every spell I learn will take up a talent spot.
Exactly. So talents are more specific you can be good at. You begin the game with 3 talents.
Same seems to imply that you can gain more.
Mhm.
You will be able to learn new talents later on. So yeah.
So you
can have
got more than 3. Okay.
Yes, you may have more than 3.
In that case, I might want to get a talent in.
Sweet.
But as we've got like
You guys can do that in the intervening.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to look over your shoulder. I
Yes.
trust you. Just do the stuff, and I'll recheck in at some point. If you have questions, just ask in the Google chat that we have, Rowan.
Oh, and now it's doing a thing.
What thing?
If you add a new thing, it's instead of doing the count if, it will do a. You get new blank things you can fill in. So I added resourceful,
Mm-hmm.
but initially it was as resourceful, and then it had empty squares instead of.
Oh yeah, none of the checkbox. It was
So
empty square.
what Brooke is having now, if you look at Brooke,
Oh,
she's
weird.
having.
Oh, okay. I'll fix that. Yeah.
No,
don't know what
I
was-
managed to fix it by myself. It's just like,
Thanks.
you need to.
It looked like other people had it. It was broken for other people too, so I'll fix it for the others.
Yeah, no, I fixed it for myself. I was broken for myself.
Somebody
as well.
just fixed mine.
It's
as
broken
well, so-
for all of them.
For Chad,
Yep,
it's
it's fixed
broken.
now.
Like for anyone, it's broken. It's just like you need to go.
It's
specifically,
because
like-
well, what happened is I figured out how to do that little calc thing, but
Yeah.
I'd already hidden those rows and I didn't go back to fix it.
yeah, exactly.
Fine.
Fine.
Good. I think guys, we're good. Are we good to move on to post game feedback?
Yes.
Yes.
Sweet. I know we have a bunch of stuff to talk about in our wishes /
Mhm.
thorns. So let's hit it. Who wants to be the first one to throw out thoughts about the game tech and
Me.
not just wow, like it's impossible to roll a 6. I agree. It's real hard to roll a 6. But are there things that? How does it make you feel? Does it make the game less fun? And is there any way that you can think of to
I
fix? Go ahead.
have a very specific thing that I want to talk about.
Go for it.
It's nice if you like. It basically now says like you get better at a skill by getting more attributes, but you don't. At the moment, it says the more attributes, etc., you have, you get more dice that you can roll, which means you can have another dice that can either be a 6 or a 1. Because anything 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 means nothing. So this system would be better if a 5 or a 6 was a success and a 1 was a failure. Because at the moment, it's like you add more dice, you add more chance of success or failure.
So I don't think of the 1 as a failure. I
No,
think
it's
of no success as a failure, and 1 kind of escalates the situation.
Yes, but it's also making the situation more difficult.
Okay.
So, like, adding 1 dice, like going like, okay, I got better at my hearty stat, says I have as much chance of making it more difficult as making it easier, because adding a die makes as much change in making it more difficult and making it more easier.
I hear you.
And that's where I'm going, like, if a success was on a 5 or a 6, then I would get it. But on a 1 or a 6, like, if you get a failure added on a 1 and a success added on a 6, you, for every dice you add, you're just adding a 50-50.
Mm-hmm. So before I have a thought, but I want to check in. Does anyone else have thoughts around this line? What Jan's proposed?
I'll
Well,
say. Go ahead.
sorry. I'd agree that it's weird that the better you get, the more complications the universe seems to throw at you. I would prefer it if there were other ways of expressing that, maybe less with the, and everyone makes it more complicated than with the, okay, we have a 5, it's a success, but it's not a full success like a PBTA thing, right? Where you have, okay, it's a success, but it's also, there is a complication. That would make it feel, I think, more satisfying anyway.
Like, if
Am
get
I
a 5,
making?
it counts as
Am
a
I
6
making
and a
when
1 at the
one's
same
happen?
time.
Oh, sorry, Alex. Go ahead.
I was just like saying, if the 5 would then become like a 6 and a 1 at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Something like that ish. Yeah, or maybe 4 and the 5. I don't know.
I see a thought from Jen.
That seems like making a 5 the same as a 6 and a 1 just seems to make the problem worse for me, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, we're spitballing, like, so
it's it is a lot more of the Wile E. Coyote spinning his legs over the cliff.
Should I just shift how we're interpreting? So if you roll a 6 and a 1, you succeed with a twist. The only time it gets worse is if there are no 6s and 1s. Does that feel better if conceptually we approach it that way?
6 and 1 is a 7 to 9, and 1 with no 6 is a miss.
Is a botch. Yeah.
Look
at me, I'm throwing out 90s vampires terms for you.
I have to admit that explanation didn't make any sense to me.
Okay, if you roll a 6 and a 1,
yeah,
it's like a 7 to 9 in PBTA. So it's a success with a bit of a twist, but the situation doesn't necessarily get worse per se. You are progressing towards your goal.
But
the only time that it's just
1
like
without
worse,
a 6 is a 1-6.
Yeah, a 1 through 6 result.
A 1.
Fail,
if you roll
6 minus.
1,
okay.
Yeah. A PBTA minus. See, this is not easy to explain.
So 6 is like a 6.
Yeah, but the problem here is, I think if you have a 1, the situation gets worse, and a 5 or 6 is that you have success. But what happens if you roll a 2, a 3, or a 4? Nothing. That I don't know.
Well, I mean,
2, 3, or 4, it seems like are nothing, but it becomes interesting. Like, I rolled a success, but I rolled a 6, but 2 1s.
I mean,
what is that? Is that like a?
I mean, if you roll all 2s, that is a failure, right?
Right. All 2s is a failure. Yes.
You can have a fail. Let's say we're doing an action. You're trying to hit you've got a hammer, you're hitting a nail. You're rolling your action. You roll 2 to 5, you're not hitting the nail. You roll a 1, you hit your thumb. You roll a 6, you hit the nail. You roll 2 6s, you hit the nail, drove it through the board, and hit the guy on the other side. I think is the concept of what they're lining up here.
But see, the
And if
thing
you roll a
is, I
6
get
and a
that.
1?
But
Yeah,
my
I think
issue,
that's the point.
my issue with that is, it doesn't matter how many more dice you add. Every die will have a chance to hit a 1 or a 6.
You're making yourself more likely that you're going to get all 1s as much as all 6s.
It could just as easily be more 1s as more 6s. Like,
Right.
if you said, like, if you get better at this, a 5 or a 6 makes for more successes, and a 1 makes for more failures.
Right.
Then
Because I don't think it is
then
a
you're
1 is a
increasing.
fail.
But if
it's not.
for every die that you're adding, it's like either a 1 or a 6, then you're going like every die that I'm adding gets as much chance of a failure as a success.
Right.
And that makes me go like, I don't want to add dice.
Right. I don't want your help because
Fuck you.
it doesn't
I
do
want to
anything,
just-
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think perhaps the way I have been GMing it makes anyone showing up feel like a failure, right?
I don't think that it's your fault, Rich.
It's not your fault.
I'm not,
I think
no. I'm not.
I
taking
really
fault.
think
I'm just
it's
saying,
not.
like,
I really think it's not your ruling. I think it's if the system is a 1 is adding a failure and a 6 is adding a success, and even if you have a 6 success and a 1 is a like complication, like you have as much chance of adding complications as success. So like you need, for more dice, you want to have more.
You want to have more competency. You want to feel like more dice makes you feel like you got a better chance.
Like
Yeah,
if,
I mean,
if,
how many
if
times
a
you guys gonna roll a
5
6?
if a 5 is then like it's good but not a full success or something like that, like something that adds something to your roll. But now it's like, I mean, it's either a 6 or a 1. And either you're getting more to your roll or you're getting less to your roll.
Rich, is this straight up same as Tales from the Loop and the other in the system? Is 1 doing the same thing?
I don't think so. I actually don't think so.
Yeah, I think 1 is an add-on for this game, what they're doing,
so
isn't
too.
it?
Like, now I will say that, like, in stuff like Forbidden Lands, which is also from Free League, if you're rolling 1s on like equipment dice and stuff, because you separate out the die types based on the thing, and you can get a success, but if you get a 1 on your equipment or whatever, it could break your stuff doing it.
I mean, because we could have the same sort of dynamic if we say 6 is that success, 5 to 2 is fail. When you fail and roll a 1 is when you have a dramatically awful thing. And if you roll your success and you have a 1 in there, that's more of a complication than a dramatic failure.
Yeah.
But if you go that way, what the answer says holds true. If the only 6 is a success and a 1 is a failure, and you have a very high chance of rolling no 6s and a 1.
I mean, you have equal chance of rolling 6s and 1s. I mean,
but if you have more dice, you have more. You have more of a chance to roll 1. That's the point.
Right. I mean, the set problem with this system is, again, we're rolling for 16% on either side.
Yep.
It's always going to be the same percentage. The more dice you roll just adds up how many of the chances of 16% you're going to get.
Okay.
Which isn't, I mean, I don't know. I do see where folks are saying there's a
I think Jan has a valid point. I feel like we've discussed some possible options. I'd like to have a little bit to think about it, and I'll come back to you guys in the intervening week with some options of either the 5 and 6 idea or just rewriting what is a failure versus, not a failure. And we'll see which one. We'll probably have to put it to a vote because I think we have a number of thoughts and opinions on it. And maybe during the intervening week of other people, if you guys have an idea you want to toss out in the chat, let's do that too. Thank you. Sorry, yeah.
No, no.
Okay, good. Thanks for being open and just discussing this. This is, I felt like it was a little weird too. And I definitely don't want a system like this, because I've played enough Tales from Loop, Forbidden Lands, Things from the Flood to know it's frustrating as hell to roll sixes, even if you got a fistful of dice, and to make it feel, exacerbate that with being afraid of rolling more dice because of getting ones. That's not fun. Like, you don't feel competent. I love the swerviness of it, like that there are a lot of complications and it's hard for you guys to do stuff because you're young and you're not well trained, and competency isn't necessarily a thing you're to yet. But I don't want it to not be fun, and I'm getting the feeling that like it's frustrating to get more dice, and I want you guys to work together. I want you to like grab this thing and desperately use it to help you out, that kind of stuff. So let's table it, but I feel like we have some good ideas to develop further. I just don't want to kind of end up in a loop of conversation. So let's move on. We've got that in our parking lot, as we would call it in my workplace. Like, we've put it in a parking lot, we've parked it here, and we'll revisit it, and we will solve for it and twist and make it what we want. And the first time that we retry it, we may not love it, and we may do it again and again. It's tinkering. It's fun in a way. And we have Jen here, so we'll just lean on her because she's super smart. Let's do more legit feedback. I know we've run a little bit over, so does anybody need to go and want to go first?
I'm not in any super rush.
Okay, cool. Well, let's start with our folks who are later then. Let's start with Jan. Do you have any other wishes that you wanted to throw out?
No, that was my only wish.
Okay.
Like, that was the wish I really wanted to get out.
Good.
My stars, I would say, we are so fucking hitting the 90s feel. I'm so feeling it. It's like we're getting a hard feel on like all the like the whole 90s feel from the what's it called? That show.
Saved by the Bell?
No. More recent, in a mall.
Stranger Things?
Stranger Things season 2. That's what I'm getting
at. Season 2 is the mall stuff. Yeah, I'm leaning on that.
Stranger Things season 2 is getting there hard, and it's awesome, and I love it.
Good.
And yeah, no, I mean, that's exactly. I feel like it's really getting where we're supposed to be, I think, and that's great. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jan. Sabine, what about you? Let's give you your wishes and a couple of stars.
Yeah, I mean, wishes. I like where this is going, and I wish it would progress further. I like the scenes we have. Our characters are there, but I understand that with a group of this size, it might make sense to split us up a lot, because it's easier if you have smaller subgroups. So that's okay. And stars to everyone, because these characters are really awesome. Not awful, sorry, brain. These characters are all very, very, very awesome, and I love Rolf just coming to, wait, I'm working through this now. What is happening? Oh, conspiracy theory. Look. And I love Brooks. Well, no, we have to get rid of the corpse. Now let's take it to the desert. That was nice, and Chad totally overwhelmed. And when Wolf blurted out, it's a gelatinous cube, that was super fun. And thank you, Rich, for running this. It really felt like one of these TV shows where you have kids trying to solve problems that are maybe a little or maybe a lot over their head. So yeah, I like the whole vibe this thing has.
Good. Thank you, Sabine. Alex, what about you?
Yeah, I couple stars. Really enjoyed the getting to team up in our little two separate teams. I really liked the dynamic that each group had. I really liked Brooke just shutting down Chad's hopes on, no one has to know
All right, Chad.
We can, yeah. And what was it I was going to say? Oh, brain farted. No, I can't remember. But yeah, oh yeah, and I liked the basically randomness of the two people who had the weakness that was most appropriate for this situation got to team up together and deal with wet, disgusting stuff.
And I didn't even
Wet and dirty.
It's like, you
Yeah.
guys,
Wet and dirty.
I was like, wow, this is so perfect. This is
Yeah,
just
so I enjoyed us both leaning in to complain about just how icky it was.
thank you very much, Alex. Jen, what about you?
Let's see, for wishes. I wish that we had a stronger presentation of the rules we've got working with, because for instance, I totally forgot that using items gave you bonuses.
I need to remind you guys of that. I apologize.
And also just like the way the game engages with items and inventory makes me go like, what do we put on our sheets and what don't we?
I think more is a good.
Yeah. Is kind of the way I feel about that. Yeah, using advancement points to re-roll dice. It's kind of I mean, in a lot of systems, I'm like, why would you ever do that? And this system, I'm kind of like, why would you ever advance? But re-rolling dice is also kind of terrible because it's still the same more dice equals more botches problem.
Yep.
But
well, for me,
not
it's
part
like
of our discussion.
Considering that I think got to take an extra talent because I had an X amount of experience. I think I do it. I mean, I'm still
yeah. Like
I think I got to take an extra talent, and that's good.
Yeah, new talents.
It's still
are
unclear.
But
that still just adds more dice.
Yeah. More dice. One more dice adds the exact same amount of a 6 or a 1.
Well,
and that's
at current state, well, trust me.
Yeah, we'll
by the
talk
next
about
time we
that.
play,
Remember that discussion
advance your
is
stuff.
tabled.
We're cool.
Yeah,
we'll
escape the loop.
We're good. We're good.
Deep breaths, guys.
Trust me, when you have more number in a thing, it will work to your benefit. We will make the rules agree to that.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's my wishes, is that I wish that like the little things that are supposed to loop in at different stuff became clearer. Like the advancement points thing. Like, you don't just generally get advancement points when you roll a success. You get 2 total for one of your extraordinary action spends. But anyway,
it seems like, from what I understand, you get 2 experience points. You could get 2 experience points if you roll a second 6, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's pretty sick. But it's also like pretty random.
I mean, it is a little bit, but like, there are little pieces of this game that are important but easy to miss.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a little like walkthrough or maybe a flow chart of like kind of the way I do it and Hit the Street.
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You take this, you had this, you had this, and then a couple of questions of like, do you want to spend an advancement point for a reroll? Do you want to bring in an item? That kind of stuff. I also feel like one aspect of Tales from the Loop that is items that's really important here, because it's like an easy, oh, you rolled a 1, well, let's break your item, like I did with the skateboard, right? And then it feels less like you're incompetent. It's more like that's the situation that works, but you have some control under it. Like I
Mhm.
am bringing this item into it, knowing that that's what I'm risking to have
Right.
success. So,
Mhm.
but again, table discussion is just some thoughts that I have around if
Yeah.
we have a good flow chart type deal. That would be helpful. Good. Any other wishes, Jen?
I mean, no, not particularly.
Okay.
So I can move on to stars.
Yay!
Yay! Yes. Once again, I love fiddling with our mall and like building that up. Oh shit! I actually do have a wish.
Oh, okay.
I wish our mall actually was in a place. We need to make a decision
Okay.
Yeah.
because
No.
going from coyotes to
Vaguely
dingoes and
America
back
or
again is real
Australia.
weird.
I was just like, whenever somebody said desert, I'm like, we got a desert now. And when someone said university, I'm like, there's a university now. Like I was just
Yeah.
accepting all comers, and you're right, it's getting a little weird.
Yeah,
I think
Like-
dingoes is probably a rumor. Like,
Dingoes is probably
I
a
think I
rumor.
just-
Coyotes is probably real.
was that me just adding that by mistake instead of?
Oh no,
Yeah, everyone
everyone
thinks
was
that's-
adding stuff because we didn't know where we were.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's a good
so that's
wish.
my
We'll talk
my
about
second
it.
wish. Yeah. So stars, characters, fun times, mall. I love fiddling with our mall and putting things in places. The map continues to develop and that's always quite fun because it's just a very very trashy. Hey, remember when we go down to the Orange Julius and then like buy some 2 for 10 jewelry at Claire's and like all this, that, and the other thing. Also, I feel like Brooke's going to be like making a Flushman zine and like just put it all over the place, and it's like characteristics of the Flushman, a drawing, like how to fight the Flushman.
I gotta.
And then like a
change
link
some-
to her GeoCities page to be like, hey, comment here if you've seen the Flushman.
There we go. I've changed the NPCs in places. That is now the Flush Man. Thank you, Tyler.
For wishes, I wish we could get an idea a little bit of what Magic's going to do. I feel like this is a system that is so simple that having it as a 2-step may not be exactly right, but at the same time, I don't think brainy plus amount of die discussion notwithstanding, having brainy and the level of your spell be an attack seems a bit much as well. But I it feels like to me probably it should just be 1 die in some way, shape, or form. And maybe that's a little more loosey-goosey with description sort of idea of, oh, you're doing in this case, gorilla arm smack, then that's a physical attack. We just have you roll with the whatever. But again, I'm a little wondering if just being able to use a magic to turn hardy and a fight talent to brainy and whatever that is might be overpowered, but I don't know.
It bears some thought. I hadn't really considered the ramifications of, because I think the ideas listed in there are more like you do this roll, this thing happens. But
Right,
if
but
you're
like-
polymorphing, it's like, well, you're changing your size and shape. Should that automatically let you be successful to do the thing? It depends, right?
What would your firebolt be? Because that's an example. Is that just
For
a
me,
straight attack?
You just be attack. You just be an attack. As far
So it'd be a
as-
brainy plus the spell in replacing hardy and blah
Yep.
blah.
That's what I would think. I like polymorph because it's so flexible, but it also feels to me that adjudicating it is a situational thing. If you were to polymorph to fit through a door, I'd be like, okay, you do the
Right.
thing. But you were polymorphing to like free someone, and that made me feel like, oh, well, you just got an extra strength, so let's add in the benefits of the spell. But maybe there are other ways we can adjudicate that.
Which might have been like a direct thing saying, okay, use your talent. Since you don't have a combat skill, use the talent with the thing plus your hardy instead of the brain.
Which we did, but I made you cast the spell first. So maybe
Right.
that's the 2-step thing I'd like to get. I'd like to obviate having to take 2 steps as well. Maybe we just say, because you have polymorph, you're doing this thing.
Right, because
Let's talk about it. Yeah,
yeah,
we'll talk about it.
Because on the other side would be being able to fly. That clearly is just roll the spell. Then
Right.
you're a bat.
But we'll need to check in with Sabine and Alex because they both have copycat. So
Right.
whatever we adjudicate for the way Mystic is going to work for us, we need to make sure that they're both also comfortable with it. So
I would have wished that we had at least a bit of description of the spell casting, actually. Just
you're right.
what did it look like when you cast polymorph? Do you shout polymorph and then turn into a gorilla?
Oh God, please activation words, please.
Oh, I was thinking more of hulking out, but yeah,
ooh, that's hot too.
Yeah, because I chose one that fits with vampires, so I was monstering out.
Right. Oh yeah.
I didn't want to take a D&D because I was like, oh, it could be
everyone is going
in
different directions, and that's sort of the issue. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
My other wish is not nearly so up there. I'm wishing that we can get more of that kind of NPC folks who get caught up in our problems and dealing with them. I just think that's fun. I think we saw some really neat, funny things with someone awesome like Abraham, who's like, you kids really should be leaving now. And in comparison, someone like Buffy, who's going, I'm just going to go out of here. I thought I love having those NPCs caught in the mix. That's fun.
Good.
Stars. Starred everybody for just awesome character work. Everybody was solid on their characters. But Rich, I want to star you in particular for I thought it was interesting how you ramped up danger. And in a lot of cases, you were working off of really bad die rolls, which is hard for a GM to just figure out clever ways for bad shit to happen. And all the way through that, you kept it being interesting and different, and the stuff that came up was cool. I thought that was really neat.
Thank you. Alex, I see in chat that you had a wish that do we want to roll back to that?
I forgot to do wishes, and I had one which is a little bit off what Tyler said, which is I want to see Muffy in the next session.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I think we're going to do some.
I want that antagonistic
Yeah.
NPC and possibly getting her mixed in with things. And the other one I had was I like just seeing some other subgroups combination, team ups,
Oh yeah, I agree. Mix and match and all that stuff. I agree. Some things that I have on my little wish board. I definitely, from our pre-game chat, I definitely want second floor. Like there's some second floor slackers that you guys have beef with. I want that to happen. I want to build out the prep squad, I guess. The people that are Chad's people.
Chunks, Muffy.
The Chunks and Muffies of the world who don't realize that Chad isn't one of them. Because I want that awfulness. Yeah. So
I want to see the prep squad versus
all the pop collars,
whatever we call this group,
the slackers.
So
despite the bits that we can tweak and make better, I'm really enjoying this game with you guys. I love the heart and the characters you're bringing to this, and I know that we can work through the little niggling issues that are keeping it from being as great as it could be. And I think I have faith that we're going to make it even better. This is something super exciting for me. So we will bring this stream to a close, and we'll see you guys in a week. Thank you all so much.